Are you guys ready for the United States of Illinois?
My name is Heather Coco Senza Coco Chanel YSL Mrs. Smith. Where is Dylan? Inmate Y12173. Putting on makeup, ticket stack. Says she's working, never that. Working is just not my jam. Rainbow mom with a master plan. Cadillac CTS, she blew up. Says it's stolen, sold for bucks. Team had to go crazy in her eyes. Calls a gang stalking nationwide. Tesla glare, headlights blink. Come in me, plate stalking is what she thinks. United States of Illinois. Crazy making curated lies. Stealing all of my stuff, spies. Fake eviction notice, surprise. United States of Illinois. Remo mom, cyborg mind, nefarious. The voices amplify.
Shout out to Alyssa and her mom.
Twins gone fast, text the boss. Sent the pic, that job was lost. Pregnant again in Chicago snow. Tinted Belmont toilet, no. I'm being tech box, can't you see? Held in a tent, conspiracy. Yacht club power extension cord. Hair dryer heat, fuck the law. They stole my kid. She screams online. A newborn in a tent. She's out of her mind. United States of Illinois. Healthcare expert beyond compare. Turkey mini loaf aroma in the air. They won't let me talk to my kids. Unfair. United States of Illinois. Butter filters and ear tube mic noise. Look alive, investors hear my voice. Make it make sense. Paranoid. Savior making faces at the cam. Gold pumps on, thinks he's glam. Eyebrows gone, that smile's a shame. Tight pants cutting off blood to the brain. Dresses like a lady, struts real proud. Thinks it's sweet made weed legal, what a clown. Doppelganger X, which one's real? Xavier's got a button, what's the deal? What is going on in his head?
Shout out to Dolly Parton.
¿Cómo es en este pinche mundo que una mujer está llorando, gritando, llamando a la pinche policía y nunca vienen? Pero cuando está raining outside, tengo mucho frío, no tengo fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. They stole all my fucking socks. Arrested, screaming, losing her shit. Don't take my mom bracelets, legit. Botox attack, half her face. They broke in and injected meat case. Pooping in her toilet again. Files police reports to the end. Feel like the kid's name scrambled tight. None of them is shit, she's not too bright. Says they remotely make her piss in her car. Excuse me, miss. United States of Illinois. I wanna file charges on everybody. Where are my sponsors? Somebody. United States of Illinois. Pancakes and duster. It's a turn up.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to the stream. I did that through OBS this time, so it like goes through more smoothly. I forgot I put that in there. That's on Tapeworm's channel, so I'll put their... I should have probably done this beforehand. I'll find Tapeworm's here or there. So this is... I'll put their link in the chat here for you guys, so you can check them out. That last bit there, I added that. I forgot I added that, but they did that Muppets. Them as Muppets. That was pretty funny. So there's like 3 hours of stuff. I don't know how long we're gonna get through. Texas Gal, thank you for being a member for 2 months. I appreciate you. Also, I think I saw Jen. I think it was Jen become a member again. I appreciate you as well. So let's just get into it. See, I don't know how long we're gonna be here for. We'll try to get through them all. She did more streams today too. We sniped them, but we'll try to get those through those too. This might be like 4 hours. I don't know. We'll see.
Military doppelgangers, maybe. They're definitely too loose and out of shape to be actual military.
this is where we left off from last Feral Friday.
But they have some.
Listen.
And then this fucking stupid, dumb bitch, McChufferton. How dare you? Like, how fucking dare you follow me around for 6 years calling me McChufferton?
is the
And the
highlight
judge
top?
brings that up in court, McChufferton. Well, let's take a look at the McChufferton website.
At Texas
we go.
_gal_farm life super chatted $1.99.
Thank you, Texas gal. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 2.
Sort of formation and organization in their running, and they've also got a number of other people moving around with them. Could be military mixed with non-military family members. Anyhow, at the end of the day, they decided that it would be an effective strategy, despite the fact that we have been here every single day giving full disclosure to our sets of circumstances, and there isn't anyone within this demographic that isn't aware of what's going on. They decided to incentivize whatever fake version of Xavier they just allowed to tell law enforcement, after I've submitted multiple police reports, including but not limited to the police report.
Listen.
Who gave you this? Did you spit on it?
No,
Why is it all wet?
I hate you, dude. If you're not gonna eat it, I hate you.
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna put my skirt on and go out.
At Cindy _Lou _102 super chatted $2. Okay, I love Steve's new hair smiling face with hearts.
Thanks, Cindy. It's just, I shaved it all off. It was like bald, like Brittany away bald in June. And this, I guess it's taking this long to grow back to like this length. I don't want to go to the hairdresser. So, I mean, I don't know where it's going from here, but I appreciate that. Thanks.
Submitted 2
And
to
thanks for the 2.
3 days ago, in which I clearly identified myself, as I normally do, in normal calling and interaction with law enforcement, specifically the Boys
It's Heather Gillespie again, you guys.
location,
They're like, oh, fuck.
Larrabee location. I have been identifying myself and interacting with them regularly since all of this began in approximately 2020. With that being said, Xavier decided to give testimony to one of these officers who approached him this morning next to my vehicle and say that we were in a space of just having lost our apartment. And I'd like to go on the record and make sure
I forgot she got mad at Xavier for doing this.
everyone understands that whatever this version of Xavier is, he has a huge swollen stomach like a fucking potbelly, as if
Nice, yeah.
he's storing something in his stomach. He looks to be about 13 months pregnant.
Hey, listen.
Okay, I'm reeling it in. Everything is fine. We are gonna get this falafel together. Super
I got-
fed up with this falafel. Trying not to
Falafel.
get sad. I'm just in a weird place right now, and the fucking falafel is just like pushing me over the edge.
At Betterdava size -YL3X super chatted $10. Or damn Steve on camera on Feral Friday. I needed this tonight. Love this fam. So big. Wow.
Oh, thank you, Betty Davis. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10. I forgot. I made falafel soundbite and the McChufferton soundbite. I think maybe one other one, but I can't remember for sure.
Xavier! Xavier!
At Jarrett the Wise super chatted $2. It's Britney bitch. Heart hands looking good. Steve cool.
Hot hands. Hot hands. Thank you, Jared. Thank you for the 2.
It's not a joke. His legs are of regular size, so they're not fat. He's not holding a bunch of fat. His arms, the same thing, but
It's just his boobs and his stomach.
he has a huge swollen abdomen, literally looking as though he may give birth to 4 or 5 babies at any given time. It's taut and tight. It's not fat or soft.
Hot? I don't remember her saying that either.
And he looked directly into the face. Xavier and I, moving forward, will only be taking training advice from Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. I need Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Come on down.
Come on down,
Here's
guys.
the handoff.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $7.12.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate you.
Of law enforcement and body cam of law enforcement, and strategically told them that we were here because we
BCG. So people thought for a second it was the microwave, like that was in Xavier's cart, and I thought that she had stolen Xavier's microwave and put it in her back seat to be like, You're getting in this car. You're getting in here. But nah, yeah, I don't know what is up with that thing in her back.
I'm reeling it in. Everything is fine. We are gonna get this falafel together. Super fed up with this falafel. Trying not to get sad. I'm just in a weird place right now, and the fucking falafel is just like pushing me over the edge.
At Velvet D3360 super chatted $1.99. Now. That will make your exes come calling. Tears of joy, tears of joy.
Hopefully not. Thank you for the 2, Velvet. I really hope not. That's been wild lately. She'll get bored. It's like Stacy from Wayne's World. I don't know what's up with that. I'll jinx it. I'll jinx it if I talk too much about it.
Quote, lost our apartment. We did not lose our apartment.
Hey,
You did.
Okay, I'm reeling it in. Everything is fine.
She's doing the falafel one too much.
Together. Super fed up
Ashley?
with this falafel. Trying not to get sad. I'm just in a weird place right now, and the fucking falafel is just like pushing me over the edge.
At Catfish Dog super chatted $2. Dono train woo woo.
Thank you, Catfish Dog. What one do you want, Catfish Dog? I'll play it for you since Ashley wants to be nefarious doing doubles.
After 6 years of me being raped, sexually assaulted in other ways, financially robbed, subjected to various...
How else, like, yeah, you can get robbed of things, I guess. So like, how else financially robbed?
amounts of fraud, being promised that they would...
What about the vacuum?
And numerous other issues, being promised that they would run a reconciliation in which I was rehabilitated financially to exactly the dollar amount that was taken from me each day, Xavier decided yet again, clearly working for the opposition's goal rather than my own, which is to keep the record honest and accurate, mixed...
Here's the ambulance one.
hey, listen.
Let's stop right here for the ambulance.
I'm 5'9" on my flat foot, which is the correct height to be a fashion model, not
They
a
were
fucking
overlapping.
victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At Michael-FK6DV super chatted $9.99. I do enjoy a good train.
Michael, thank you for the 10. I appreciate you. Sorry, I'll play that one again for a Catfish Dog.
If law enforcement testimony, actual recording, video evidence, social media evidence, medical record footprints, and other digital footprint technology that would...
I forgot this is the one where she holds her finger up for so long, like for a majority of the stream. It's like she was listing things and just forgot and left it up at 1. I'm number 1. Crazy ass Heather Gillespie. Let me find this ambulance. I was right. I shut the window because I was like, I don't know how to get to stop playing, so I'll just shut the whole window. It was right here. Oh my goodness. I was like, wow, I have it paused, so I don't keep pausing and unpause. I gotta unmute the tab too. There we go.
Hey, listen.
There.
Let's stop right here for the ambulance. Everybody watching for this ambulance, we need to identify this ambulance. Clearly trying to intimidate.
I remember that.
Ambulance. Flage, fake as fuck, Flage. 870107. Murder them. Ha ha ha!
There you go.
indicate truth, not permit this fake-ass government structure to continue giving phony narratives so that they can be removed from any sort of responsibility in my rehabilitation or in addressing any of the ways that I have been victimized over the last 6 years plus. I would like everyone on this line to fucking be deemed deceptive. They are working together in a strategy to cause harm and misleading. They can all fucking die. To the next group of individuals who thinks that it's their job to create deceptive or misleading information or video, creating some sort of reason for any individual who...
All he has to do is get into the goddamn car so that we can go driving around waiting for orders.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.13. Every FKN day, please. Love your work, Steve, and new hair.
Aw, thank you, Betty. Thank you for the 3. I don't know if I have that one on. I turned some of them off so the like falafel one would play and stuff, but I can grab it after these other ones come because Local Coco did one too. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so sweet.
would have the ability to offer us assistance in a moral and ethical way. to think that I'm here because something as simple as I lost my apartment took place.
3
I would like
for a
all of
second.
you to be indicted. Who gave you this?
McDonald's.
Did you spit on it?
No.
Why is it all wet?
I hate you, dude. If you're not gonna eat it, I hate you.
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna put my skirt on and go out.
At Lococo.com is all
pressing the wrong
super chatted $20. Thank you for all your help and support. You are the best.
Of course, Local Coco, you're the best, and I appreciate you. And yeah, anytime. I was highlighting in the wrong window, so they weren't showing up on screen. I have things like set up a bit different, so I'm not like looking down all the time. But then I forgot how I had it set up. I'm good at my job.
You are deceptive agents.
Hey, listen.
And then they change Xavier. They allow him to force me to watch him treat other people nicely. I hate them.
At Ryan Ambrose Q super chatted $9.99. Blah 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 backhand index pointing up medium skin tone blah 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 backhand index pointing up medium skin tone blah 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 backhand index pointing up medium skin tone blah 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 backhand index pointing up medium skin tone Rico indictments for all victory hand medium skin tone blue heart.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for all the medium skin tones and the $10. I appreciate you.
Please remove yourselves from my fucking life and from my experience.
Hey, listen.
And then this fucking stupid, dumb bitch, McChufferton. How dare you? Like, how fucking dare you follow me around for 6 years calling me McChufferton? And the judge brings that up in court, McChufferton. Oh, let's take a look at the McChufferton website.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.13. Shout out to Heather's finger. Backhand index pointing up medium skin tone backhand index pointing up medium skin tone backhand index pointing up
the right
medium
way?
skin tone backhand
This
index
is L.
pointing up medium skin tone backhand index pointing up medium skin tone backhand index pointing up medium skin tone backhand index pointing up medium skin tone.
That might be longer than Jack-o'-lantern. Thank you, Patty, for the 3. I appreciate you.
Listen.
Okay, I'm reeling it in. Everything is fine. We are gonna get this falafel together. Super fed up with this falafel. Trying not to get sad. I'm just in a weird place right now, and the fucking falafel is just like pushing me over the edge.
Pushing you.
At Jessica Fraindroger super chatted $2. But seriously, why was that burger wet thinking face nauseated face tears of joy?
I don't know. Maybe Xavier was sweating on it. Maybe it's just really greasy. Maybe Heather doesn't know what wet means. It could be all of the above, too. I don't know. Thank you, Jessica, for the 3. Or the 2.
Husband has been used for sex. My husband has been trafficked and pimped. His body has been used as a housing unit to store guns.
All he has to do is get into the goddamn car so that we can go driving around waiting for orders.
At Jarrett the Wise super chatted
Good face,
$2.
too.
Arm got tired. The only reason she put it down index pointing up.
I wonder when she, realized that it was up. Thank you for that, too, Jared. I appreciate you.
God only knows what. He has been tasked with every job other than being a good husband to me. Or good father to what?
Xavier doesn't work jobs. I don't think he can. I don't think he has, the ability to. Like, the mental capacity. Or, the will. I don't think he really wants to.
I have not eaten a meal in several days. I have worked 7 out of 7 days of the week for the previous 20 plus months. I would like all parties involved in this, starving me openly and publicly, to die. This is not a United States format. The United States doesn't permit its citizens to sit on the side of the street starving to death. I will now begin to identify some of the individuals who are walking by my vehicle so that on the record and off, I can have an accurate determination of who this deceptive demographic currently is.
Nobody's there, but yeah, I guess we're just gonna start filming people now.
Who's moving around with them, what exactly they're involved in, some of their license plate numbers. On the days where people are speaking truth,
There's a park there, poor person.
love to be involved in identifying those individuals as well. For now, we can only understand that Xavier's been tasked with Fifth of Five, which is a technology that they have been using.
I think it was Patty who said it the other day. It's like Heather doing the 5 to 5 discount in the store
To pursue individuals who have been deceptive. Xavier using 5th of 5 technology means that his behavior will, in most sets of circumstances, very clearly give idea to whatever is being deceived, hidden, not wanting to be disclosed openly in the demographic. If Xavier begins stealing alcohol,
it's crazy because in my brain, just while I'm doing stuff throughout the day, like Heather's voice will just pop in there being like, in this demographic, and I'm going, oh my god, she's like infecting my brain. She needs to stop streaming so much this like lately. Every week it's been almost 4 hours of content.
getting drunk. It's realistic to believe that the demographic is one of individuals who are currently engaging in excessive amounts of alcohol use.
What's the opposite of that, the dog that told you not to do drugs? Maybe that was Scruff McGruff. The opposite of that, the dog that tells you to do drugs. I'll be accepting ecstasy. I forget the other drugs you wanted. Mainly, oh, MDMA. MDMA and ecstasy. Don't do that, by the way. Don't do drugs, you guys. YouTube doesn't want me to tell you to do drugs.
This woman does not want her face to be shown.
You made the background. I was gonna say you should make the background like the sky, but I like that orange thing too. Oh yeah, Coke. That was the other one too.
If the demographic is a group of known drug users, Xavier, here are the formations of which I've been discussing.
Oh, the running group. That's nefarious.
They're clearly too disorganized to be military. However, they are way too organized to be civilian. They have all sorts of weird shit going on here. Gender changing. This shit is fucking weird, and I don't like it at all.
The people running?
What the fuck?
People can do whatever they want. Just like you're asexual. The only asexual I know has had like 4 kids. Pregnant 5 times that I know of.
I filled my gas tank to 169 miles until empty yesterday. I drove less than 8 or 9 miles. And then I came here and parked and turned off my vehicle. And I am currently at 61 miles until empty. I have not been having my car on.
Wait, that makes sense. You had 69 and then 69 miles? Or what did she have? 9 miles, and then she drove 8 miles, and now she has 61 miles. That checks out, right? I'm pretty sure that checks out.
At all. That is
169. Okay, that's different.
And 8 miles of gasoline taken from my vehicle. And no, there's not a gas leak. And no, there's nothing going on with the mechanics of my vehicle. And how do I know that? Because it's inconsistent at best.
Someone Ferris Bueller'd her car. Xavier was like, oh no, she's gonna know the miles. We gotta drive it backwards now. 100 miles, and it just took out 100 miles of gas.
Days I stay above 300.
Oh, that Xavier. Nah, that would never happen, but...
miles for days. Driving here and there and to and fro.
To and fro, yeah.
We have a deceptive authority in this demographic. And I would be perfectly willing to take over as the authority.
She wants to take over God's job. That's who I think the authority is. I don't know.
The exact same antagonist that and more that I already explained and went on court record and reported to a judge, and went to law enforcement in every town and
So if it says like comments off at the bottom, and my name is Bill Hicks, then that means she didn't keep the live up. So the beginnings, I don't have the beginnings. I was looking around. I think this is like the most beginnings that we have. But that's all right. I mean, we got most of it.
reported and spoke about here online on YouTube.
No bump demon. Drugs are bad. It's a Christian learning channel. It's not a Christian channel. It's a learning channel that doesn't do drugs, all right?
On Instagram, on Facebook Live, on my personal phone associated with about 7 or 8 different iClouds.
That's not sus. Lorinda, thank you for being a member for a month.
They have began to repeat those things since they forced Xavier and I out of my apartment at 1055 Granville, apartment number 207, Chicago, Illinois. I have a lease through May of 2027. They did the exact format. They brought people who were not employees of any criminal justice system, were not law enforcement agents. I'm 5'9" on my flat foot, which is the correct height to be a fashion model, not a fucking victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At Megan Efford 4711 super chatted $99.99 for all your hard work. These 3 to 4 hour streams and feral weekends. Thank you. Folded hands.
Thank you so much for the 100. That is crazy. That is so much money. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
We're not judges.
See, that's not an evil Megan. That other Megan that's been around. Don't trust that one. This is a good Megan.
They dressed them as if they were judges or police. They told us that we had to go. They filed a fake eviction.
It wasn't fake. It was in court records, and you had court for it. Remember that? Yeah. Everyone knew about the eviction. It's like when Brooke didn't know her court date, but we all knew her court date, and she got there a month early. These goofballs.
I looked up the judge's name. They switched the judge 2 or 3 times. I emailed the sheriffs in a cancel eviction form, and I have those emails as well. And we were in compliance to stay there until May of 2027, when abruptly we were crushed by nepotism and what I could only refer to as incest. Would be.
I don't know what the fuck she means by that. I like that I can pause her now, because when we're sniping her, I can't pause her. So I gotta like kind of, my brain jumps from whatever. That just, what do you mean nepotism and incest? So there's an incest in my mind. The landlord of this apartment building. Why is my internet being crazy? Oh no, internet, don't film it now. Don't film it now. Oh, hold on.
Would be what I would call it.
Xavier!
Trying to fix it.
Xavier!
Boys, look in the fucking car!
At Electra
Yeah, go in
underscore
the car.
Stakehill super chatted $1.99, so on and so forth.
So on and so forth, Electra. Thank you for the 2. Okay, I think we're good. It's had hiccups today, the internet. I guess I should have anticipated that. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? I guess it wasn't important. I really can't remember. I saw it going crazy and I was like, oh no.
So in a space that I have fought to.
Oh, right. Okay, so in my mind, the landlord who is renting this apartment out has family members, and they're like, we're going to get Heather Gillespie out of there so you guys can go in. And they're also incest. So there's like a brother and sister incest living there in Heather's apartment who are like the kids of the landlord. That's the only way it makes sense to me. And that's not what happened.
And nail to peacefully exist in. I want to go over what I've done every single day since I moved into that apartment. I went to visit my son Weston. Xavier and I did. I tried going to the gym, but I was stalked, harassed, and bullied out of the gym. Despite that fact, they stole fraudulently.
I don't remember being stalked at the gym. I think we would remember that.
There are approximately 4 months of membership fees, even though I wasn't able to go because I was bullied out of the gym.
You went to the gym whenever you could. You were late a lot of the time, and you were like, I only get to go to the gym for like 15 minutes. And Xavier was filming you in there. I remember every morning you were going to the gym. You were like, I go to the gym every morning. Blah, 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 blah. Remember that rant about you going to dispensaries and using your medication? And Xavier was trying to steal your stuff because you stole his lighter. Remember that?
And today is August, I believe, 16th, 2026, and my name is Heather Gillespie, FTR. So they follow format where they have been calling me names, attempting to make me feel ugly or fat, or forcing my awareness onto subject matter that I have already given record.
Wait, she still has her finger up.
Has caused me to feel insecure or not as good as or less than or ugly or dumb, etc. And they have done absolutely nothing to prevent these individuals from continuing to follow me. They've separated me 2 weeks after they threw me out of my apartment for the second time, unlawfully and without cause. They began to threaten to take away my vehicle. And then they took my Grubhub, DoorDash, Instacart, Uber, and Lyft all offline.
It was like this
so
before.
I have not been able to make any money at all. They will not allow me to get a job stripping. They will not allow me to work as a sex worker or escort.
This is what perked my ears up when this was live. I was like, what are you talking about? You hate all that. You were like, I would never do that. That was evil. I was exploited or whatever by Dylan Smith while he was in jail. That surprised me. But they don't even want her. They're like, get out of here, you crazy lady.
Will not allow.
Were you trying to pitch your fucking CRM or whatever, or tell them how to run the place? That is very Heather of you. I can see you doing that.
Me to sell drugs. They will not allow me to get a job in an office. They will not allow me to work as a CEO. They will not allow me to work as a healthcare consultant. They will not allow me to do any of the things that I have invested the last 40 years of intelligence, education.
She's like just 40, right? Is she even 40? I think she either just turned 40. She hasn't been like training or gaining experience since she was born. And I think she's 39. She's 39, right? We haven't even been alive 40 years, Heather. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong.
Employment.
87. No, she's not 40.
Experience into earning is the key word. I was not living in a mansion in the hills.
40.
I was not living in a Hinsdale mansion. I was not even living in a small home in Little Italy.
I wasn't even living in a McMansion.
I was living in a one single bedroom studio apartment with a bathtub that didn't even have a working shower, paying over $1,000 a month for that building, or for that apartment. And I woke up every day between 5 and 9 a.m. depending on who was oppressing us.
Okay, I'm reeling it in. Everything is fine. We are gonna get this falafel together. Super fed up with this falafel. Trying not to get sad. I'm just in a weird place right now, and the fucking falafel is just like pushing me over the edge.
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted $2. 40 years? She's not even 40. She's an idiot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's crazy. Thank you, Cindy, for the 2.
Day. What regime was being oppressive that day?
I don't even know. I don't even know where Heather's head's at. How old does she think she is? She thought she was dead the other day. She's like, is this death? So what they make you do in the afterlife is just revisit all these places.
And I went directly to my vehicle, took care of my visits, checked on my other 3 children, and then went and worked for a 6 to 14 hour shift every single fucking day. Every single day. Without exception. Period.
final.
For the last 4 weeks, I have been subjected to numerous
Rest in peace, Darker Fuck. He will be missed. He'll be missed.
antagonists. I was
Someone send that to him, please.
able to meet a guy who was able to help me with some hope for a different capacity personal driving and assisting position. My hope was that I could
Grab her glasses like that.
make ties with affluent individuals, families, celebrities, performers, etc., who fly private and who would be in the area for short periods of stay between 3 and maybe 3 days and 3 weeks, and that I could create contractual agreements with those individuals to be their primary driver, park outside of wherever they stay, take them where they need to go, handle any of their paperwork, handle any of their arguing, handle
Any of their arguing? I don't remember that being part of the job description. That's hilarious. Is that? I must have misheard that. Hold on. Did I hear that right?
handle any of their paperwork, handle any of their arguing. I'm 5'9" on my flat foot, which is the correct height to be a fashion model, not a fucking victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At Jarrett the Wise super chatted $2. Eternally Youthful 29, GoPro Solo Hobo Tent Cloud with Rain.
Cloud with Rain. Thank you, Jared. Thank you for the 2. I'll put all the other ones on now since she's looping some of them.
Handle any of their lines of questioning, paparazzi, handle any of their appearances.
The paparazzi and their appearance, the list is just insane. I don't remember it being this loopy. I don't remember. Maybe I was like half awake. Wait, was this the morning?
Any of their errands, if they needed groceries, if they needed a toothbrush, if they needed clothing, if they needed a friend, to be the person's everything in an exchange for...
It only costs $5,000 a week, you guys. You want Heather Gillespie to be your everything? She's looking for a husband too, you know. Xavier's let her down. Little Miss D, thank you for the stars.
Fair rate. I deemed a fair rate would be about $5,000 per week. I incentivized my person at the airport who I was speaking with.
I was born dead, bitch. Literally. I was born having already had a bowel movement in my mother's amniotic fucking sac. And I swallowed, took a deep breath of amniotic fluid and shit. And somehow, here the fuck I am 36 years later. Bitch, I cannot die. I was born dead. Born dead. There is no killing me.
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted $10. That dude that encountered her at the Palwalkie airport was rolling the fuck out of his eyes. No one wants a hobo handling their shit ever.
I know, right? Are you talking about the guy that she told? Like, hey, I can just handle all of your guys' special clients. Just tell them to come to me, hit them up. Really,
I'm the one who has a mental health problem. I have been calling my attorney, Ellen Sidney Wise, every single fucking day. Every fucking day. Every day.
At Lorinda Wagner-K5J super chatted $2.
Thank you, Lorinda. Thank you for the 2.
Allowing me to use him as a reference, or not reference, my apologies, as a referring coworker, if you
a reference
will, by offering him 20% of all of the work that was paid to me booked through his initial referral, only upon the first referral. So if I...
Hey, there's this guy. Yeah, it says I'm only yours, Dylan. She has a lot of Dylan tattoos, actually. She has like at least 4 or 5, I think. Elisa, Elisa Allison? Elisa Alice, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Thank you for becoming a good little angel.
Made a relationship with someone in which they decided to come to Chicago 7 or 8 times and continue to book with me, he would only get paid on the original introduction, which makes sense, right? He's not my booking agent. In that case, I would be asking him for a referral. Hey, if you tell these people about my service and they book me even for a $300 day, I'll give you $60 of that. How does that sound? 20%.
Referral.
All he has to do
Incentive.
is get into the goddamn car so that we can go driving around waiting for orders.
At Sabrina Cyrilinski 007 super chatted $1.99. As a mother of 3 kids, I love Feral Friday.
The kids! 3 kids. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you for the 2.
Oh, Heather, that sounds great. What the fuck? Thank you so much.
That's exactly what I said. I would say, Heather, what the fuck? This is a great idea. I can't wait to get people to have them be your everything. Or you be their everything. What could go wrong?
appreciate.
It would be a good premise for like some kind of wacky summer movie you would see with Adam Sandler in it. She drives around Adam Sandler.
And then this fucking stupid, dumb bitch, McChufferton. How dare you? Like, how fucking dare you follow me around for 6 years
Actually likes
calling
this
me
one.
McChufferton? And the judge brings that up in court, McChufferton. Well, let's take a look at the McChufferton website.
At Elizarlison 87 super chatted $4.99. It's my 5th Feral Friday and there's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Oh, thanks, Elisa. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the 5th.
Generosity. You mean all I have to do is mention how fucking fabulous you are and you're gonna give me $60? Yeah, that's right. Wow. What a
Wow, it's with this tone of voice, who wouldn't want to call you fabulous for not even knowing you as a person?
great opportunity. Thank you very much. Right? So anyways, nothing has come of that. I've not gotten a single job of that. I've applied at fucking gas stations to work inside of a plastic bubble. I have more than a bachelor's degree of education, 10 plus years in healthcare, consulting, marketing, sales. Go to my website, GoPro Solo. And
We looked at that website. I don't know if it was the last stream or the stream before. It's just AI. If you got AI to write a website, it would look like whatever the fuck Heather put out there.
you could see it on there. Go to my Instagram main page and click on any of my Model Mayhem portfolio. There are a million things that I can do. Some of them I do in a way that's acceptable, but not the best in the demographic. Others of them I do that is
I thought the demographic was terrible, so like that's not good.
the best of anyone who's ever fucking tried. I would argue
Holy moly.
being everyone's everything, I am doing a great job. To my children, to my family,
You're a terrible mom.
to
Objectively, you're a terrible mom. There's people in like third world countries that are a better mom than you. And they have nothing. Like literally nothing.
my employer, to myself. I have always stepped up. Unless there is some very strong external force that is actively not permitting me to do the things I need to do, as in sanctions, can't move my arms and legs type shit. And
Hey, listen.
Xavier and I moving forward will only be taking training advice from Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. I need Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Come on down. Here's the handoff.
At WearbySig super chatted $4.99. What is going on here? This is the International States of America.
Thank you, BCG. Thank you for the 5. I need to make like a compilation of all the times she says, "What is going on? What's going on here, guys? What is going on?" She says it in a way. I'm trying to get it down. I can't, but it's just like one of her catchphrases now. And I forgot about the International States of America. Xavier was telling her that one time. And she's like, "No, I don't care what you say, Xavier. It's not the International States of America." And then she's going off calling it the United States of Illinois. These goofballs. I forgot about this part.
If you know, you know, and if you don't, you fucking don't. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, that's what's been going on. So I have had to ask strangers like a fucking hype at the fucking gas station for gas money so that I don't run out of gas. Today I was awoken at 5 a.m. by a tow truck in front of my vehicle and moved my vehicle out of the way, and he went and kidnapped someone else's vehicle.
It's gonna be you soon.
Okay? The pain in my chest that I experienced when I opened my eyes, I do not need to go through all of the traumatic situations I have already endured so that I can escape or heal from them. I have already written a deposition and numerous, very lengthy conversations about what cures trauma and post-traumatic stress.
Oh, I didn't know it was gonna be about that. What? I wanna see this. Usually a deposition is about like your statement in a court case, right? That's what I thought she'd been. I still want to read the deposition, but I didn't think it was going to be about curing PTSD.
As well as what exposure therapy really is. Your fucking scientists
She broke up with her therapist this week. I forgot about that.
or the children that you've deemed acceptable parties to creating this solution are fucking idiots. They're the dumbest. They're abusive. They're awful. They're ugly. Keep them away from me.
I swear she's just yelling at herself in the mirror sometimes. I mean, like, she technically is, but I feel like what she's saying just kind of applies to herself.
All of the Ernikas, fuck off.
Get out of here, Arnika. Why are you looking at us like that?
I formally terminated my relationship with Ernika as a result to gaslighting. I said, quote, in writing, thank you for your service. I will be, hold on, my exact words to Ernika were,
Oh, hold on. When she gets a call or something, it like, okay, I guess that works too. It does this weird thing where, I don't know, it gets out of sync for a second, so let me just, 1854.
I do not consent to this. Please discontinue.
Hold up. Sorry.
Immediately. Thank you for your service.
Maybe it's
That is in writing.
It's gonna be like that.
Period. I wrote dissertations. I studied trauma. I personally endured and cured myself. If you are looking for someone to practice with,
Hold on. What if we close it and then reopen it? Sometimes that helps, because I swear it just does that sometimes. Where did I put it? It is here. Okay. 1919. Come on. That's fine.
I wrote dissertations. I studied trauma.
I don't know.
I personally endured and cured myself. If you are looking for someone to practice with, I highly suggest you write a little blog post letting the world know that you have an interest in harming other people so that you can fuck with them to see what works and making them normal again, and then being subjected to the higher power coming down and doing that to you.
See, why is it so off? It's gonna drive me nuts.
I
not been able to kind of
Off there.
resource.
Is it? Maybe it's just off here. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to fix something I can't fix.
Works in making them normal again.
I'm so sorry. This is a screen recording. There's no way I can fix that. I thought it was just picking up. Never mind. So yeah, this is recorded like this. Sorry, guys.
And then being subjected to the higher power coming down and doing that to you.
Silly me.
Hey, listen.
And then they change Xavier. They allow him to force me to watch him treat other people nicely. I hate them.
At Super Chatted $2.02, non-predatory environments only. How nefarious.
That's true. Yeah, exactly, Miss D. Only non-predatory environments is very nefarious. Yeah, see that?
Get it together or get the fuck off of this planet.
It's okay. It'll resync. It'll resync after.
There are innocent people who live here. This planet is ruled by civilians, primarily. What is the root word in the word civilian?
What do you mean primarily?
Civil.
Wait.
That
Never mind.
means you have to be a good person, meaning you don't fuck with other people.
I thought you meant
Stop
lizard people.
fucking around. So anyways, back to the discussion where I was telling you guys that it was heartbreaking for me what I was going through with regards to being separated from my family members, specifically, first and foremost, my 4 children, Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, and Weston. And that the reasoning behind it was so skewed and so misrepresented that it has gotten in my way on a number of occasions with regards to seeking external forms of employment or having any stability post that set of circumstances. Now, I told you all.
Jared, it translated Vila into wow.
Someone was like, no, you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. You want to be Meryl Streep in the movie Devil Wears Prada. Listen. Or a combination Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, Wolf on Wall Street. Listen, hear me out.
You don't know how to be those people. Well, Missy, thank you for the star.
Have said this probably 100,000 times, and I'm going to go ahead and make it 101,000 times. I want to lay in a bed that feels like a cloud with a man who loves me. I want to put my head on his shoulder, and I want to lay right there for a long time until I get so bored of that I wake up, at which point in time I might need to use the restroom or have a little snack or watch a movie. I'm 5'9" on my flat foot, which is the correct height to be a fashion model, not a fucking victim. No, that girl is probably 5'5" or 5'6" at best.
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted $5. She had the parent thesis during the LOL. She just wants to pretend she doesn't have them.
Thank you for the 5, Cindy. The parenthesis? Yeah, the parenthesis? The parenthesis. During in love after lockup? Maybe, is my brain not working? What do you mean by the parenthesis?
And then I'd like to go back in the same position, to sleep on his shoulder. The only time I want to wake up is to go and have, if needed, a little bit of age preservation, or heaven forbid we're running low on any resource, gather the resource. Ideally, he would be able to get
around her mouth? Okay, I see what you're talking about.
The resources himself, and I would not have to worry about that. So that is what I've wanted out of life since this abuse began in 2016.
Yeah, where is Patty put a picture of Heather Gillespie with, you could see the parenthesis pretty good, and she's like looking in at Dylan. Dylan's gonna, Aunt Diane's gonna seal Dylan thing.
The David Shepard extortion, where I was extorted by a detective of the law named David Shepard, where he forced me under threat of harm to my children to...
David Shepard, man. Sounds like an evil guy. I wonder if David Shepard even knows about all this stuff she says.
Collect evidence against a group of individuals that Dylan seemed to have a pretty good hook into. Prior to that happening, as you know, I was an office manager and the administrator for Northwestern's administrative departments of endocrine and rheumatology, specifically the branch of NMFF CLSMA. There were 3 conversions and 3 changes of ownership during the years that I worked there. When I began working there, it was CLSMA, Chicago Lakeshore Medical Associates, at the 676 North St. Clair Arcus Pavilion, floor 20, Suite G. My office was just above the Nike check mark.
Just do it.
From Michigan Avenue, you could look up to me and see the Nike check mark and then my office. Okay? So why doesn't everyone with any questions or nasty shit to say about me do us all a favor and fucking die? Great. Thank you very much. Now that we've got them gone, I can get back to it. So prior to deciding to have a career in healthcare, I wanted to just be a mom and a wife. Go figure, right? How ironic.
Oh, dude, I forgot that. So she came to, this is where she got her babysitting license. She took us to the government office where she got it so she could sit outside of it and tell us this story. Like a completely sane person. I gotta pee, so I'm gonna let her. I'll let her cook. I'll be right back.
This is the Quartz Plus. How many of you have been present for my discussions of which I say, you guys have audacity putting my son, Weston, into this grotesque system and putting me into this grotesque system. I said, at 11 years old, 11, I was at this place, Quartz Plus, getting my certified babysitter's license, learning CPR, babysitting every child in my peer group, in my family structure, in my social structure. Taking care of my children as the primary custodial parent from the moment of their births all the way until, guess who came home? Dylan. For anyone who believes that I have some unfair obsession with this set of circumstances in my life, I'd like you to understand that this set of circumstances in my life is what fucking destroyed any and all stability that I had. Combine that with the slanderous, unlawful narrative with regards to my mental health or the lack thereof, and you've got yourself grounds for a pretty fucking fat-ass civil lawsuit. Now add in the fact that I had been used as a mole, an intelligence-gathering human being, by my government since I was an underage minor and unable to even fucking consent. Sounds like another lawsuit.
Ah! Rico. Everywhere. Rico. Daisy's grown up so much. That picture of her when she was a little kitten, she's so big now.
But rather than getting assistance for any of that, they keep putting me in my fucking car on the side of the goddamn road. And Xavier is sleeping on the fucking sidewalk next to my car. They won't let him in the car.
Or is he in an apartment? Who knows? Heather Gillespie. Couldn't find her the other day. Couldn't find him the other day.
He's having some sort of weird issues throughout the night. Waking up fucking freaking out in some sort of identity crisis. Trying to open my door, open the trunk. He has nothing in the trunk. He thinks that he does. He's confused. He's irrational.
He's on drugs probably, dude.
He's turned sexually, weird at times, in a way that I can't protect myself from. So,
yeah, well, that's very concerning. Xavier's always been weird like that, though.
But
the foot thing and all the ladies on fire and stuff.
Asking, do you want to sleep in the car? Do you want to sleep in the car? And they won't let him. Today, a man stopped with his scooter to speak with Xavier and I, and after the tow truck thing, and Xavier looked at him. Xavier is a man, heterosexual. He
looked at them like, I can't do it. I'm trying to do like googly eyes.
Looked at him with these eyes and like blinking and like eyelashes. And Xavier is not gay. He swears up and down. I've never seen him act gay. He always acts manly. It's almost as
Xavier? I mean, I don't. Not the Xavier I know.
If a woman was playing the role of my husband, Xavier. That's the best way I could describe it. The way she was looking at this guy, I guess he's some famous poker player. And he's going to go play poker on Michigan Avenue and, what did he say? Michigan and 10th, maybe? Later on tonight. He's here for the Aaron Waters show. Yeah, he looks famous. He says he's a famous poker player. His wife doesn't have to work because that's how successful he is at playing poker.
That's how he introduced himself. Hey, I like how you look, Xavier and friend. I'm a fancy professional poker player. So good that my wife doesn't have to work. That's exactly how this conversation went.
Wild.
And Xavier went, oh my God, and fell head over heels for this guy.
It's wild, right? I told him I've never played poker before, but that I have played roulette, and I have done pretty well at roulette. I do enjoy a good roulette game every now and again, as long as it's not Russian.
George, thank you for being a good little angel for 10 months. I was going to say good little member. being a member for 10 months.
Anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a tour here in my hometown of the Courts Plus. This is where I did most of my childhood here.
I did my childhood here?
Here at Elmhurst. The Courts Plus is here. It is the place where I had taken the Babysitters Club licensing. And, you know.
It's not called the... Is it called the Babysitters Club? That's the books. I'm sure it's just called the Babysitter's License. It's called the Babysitter's Club License?
After what you people have done to me with my own children, I gotta tell you, fuck the kids, man. I am tired of being around kids, especially someone else's. Keep all your fucking miserable kids the fuck away from me.
I like this because she ends this stream, deletes it, comes back, and is like, I love kids. I don't know why people say I hate kids so much.
Please. I'm so tired of kids. I don't want anything to do with them unless they're my own. Don't fucking ask me to babysit for you. Don't come and offer me a job as a nanny, taking care of your fucking kids. They won't even let me see my own kids. You think I want to see your fucking kids? But I can't go see my kids? No, I don't. What else did I want to mention? I don't know. They seem to steal my friend at the airport.
Yeah, she deleted this. That's why it says like comments off down there. If it doesn't say that down there, then it wasn't deleted. I was able to grab like just a hard copy of it. That's why it's out of sync too. Stupid thing. If I knew it was this out of sync, I probably would have at least tried to fix it. But I didn't even I didn't even do clips from this video, or else I would have.
Was helping me.
I just put them all together. I made sure there wasn't doubles in there. I hope there's not doubles. There better not be.
A little bit. They seem to steal his line of communication to me. And I can sense his tone and context, and I can sense when it's not him. So that's weird. And then the same thing with Xavier, you know, but Xavier usually speaks in the same context at this point. Just different gender orientations, which is fucking undesirable AF. You have no idea. There is nothing in this world that turns me off sexually more than feeling safe and protected by my husband and then seeing him be like, look like a little bitch. I can't, it's awful for me. Like it feels fucking, my body rejects it. With that being said,
part of me thinks that this is just Xavier, like, he's tried to leave, she won't let him leave, so he's like, I'll just make her leave. Eventually, she's gonna leave me. It's gonna take forever, but eventually, she'll leave me.
You know that I've always loved the gays. So I don't have any issue with homosexuality, just not for my husband, please and thanks. And what else?
Xavier's like watching this somewhere going like, it's all according to plan. It's working.
Did I want to mention while I was here? I don't know. I think that's it. I got Maggiano's last night. Xavier brought me Maggiano's last night. Love you. Thanks, babe.
Maggiano's.
Little pieces of Italian sausage with rigatoni and a piece of breaded chicken. So that was good. I ate half last night and half this morning. I would say that was the most calories I've had in one single sitting in probably close to 3 months, maybe 6. And I haven't had more than, you know, that in an entire day and about the same. So anyways, let me start over because someone decided.
There we go. So this one got kept up. It doesn't say no comments at the bottom. I think it's back in sync now, right?
That it was their job.
Yeah, thank God. I hate when it's out of sync.
To censor what I'm able to say about my life and situation. So as I was saying...
No, she doesn't need to be around kids. They should revoke that babysitting certificate.
Woke up this morning, and this is after living at 1055 West Granville, apartment number 207, for quite some time with a lease agreement that was set to expire in May of 2027. They staged just like they did at the Harwood Heights apartment, another fake eviction of which they bring in some weirdly dressed individual who is not a cop to pretend like we are evicted. After bringing me to a cancel eviction form, which I have proof of in my email box. So that happened.
But you went to court and they said, we'll extend it, but you got to be up by this date. You don't just get to cancel the eviction. That's not a thing.
Forced us to leave. We have been
She's not a very good squatter. If she were, she'd still be there.
I have been sleeping in my vehicle since 29 or 30 nights ago.
It's like Dave in Switzerland, who I guarantee doesn't exist. I don't know who the fuck that was.
In Lincoln Park, on the side of the road. And they froze my delivery applications and my income approximately 2 weeks after that. 2 weeks ago from the Monday that just passed. I have applied to a number of other jobs. My children, Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, and Weston, have been subjected to a number of situations as a result of me beginning to be extorted by a detective, David Shepard, who forced me through extortion to engage in gathering evidence for him with the threat of harm to my children if I was non-compliant. That happened in 2016. There is an internal affairs record of all of that, okay?
With David Shepard? I haven't seen it.
With that being said, as I said and mentioned previously, stop fucking offering me jobs, taking care of your children. I do not fuck that. All of my dreams were centered around being a great mother and wife. When I was a little girl,
And then Dylan broke his promises, and now I'm mad.
I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I didn't want to be a business mogul. I wanted to be a woman who was loved and supported and could pass that love down to her children and do arts and crafts and DIYs, maybe make a little side business on my own on the side from home.
I was gonna say, you can do arts and crafts in a mental institution. I don't know about a side business. They could just give you monopoly money, and you could pretend you could run a business to the other crazy people in the mental institution.
Be held, be loved, be valued in my household. I never had a desire for the general public to want me, to value me, to see my beauty. Just my husband, who I also thought was beautiful and handsome and charming and amazing and intelligent.
Why do you belittle him all the time then?
I never wanted the rest of the world to desire me. I don't care about that.
Why do you post all the shit you do online then?
In certain situations where you're forced to interact with others, do you want to be undesired there or desired? Do you want to be welcomed there or do you want to be harmed and ridiculed? The harassment that I began reporting in 2019-20 has been permitted after promises and police reports and going in front of judges and reporting this behavior numbers of times. I would say maybe 6 weeks ago, was permitted to begin once again. I have been harassed, I have been stalked, I have been followed, I have been harmed, I have been name called, I have been stolen from, I have been sexually assaulted, I have been robbed, my safe place has been accessed without my permission, I have been threatened, all in the last 6 years. At my apartment at 1055 Granville, apartment number 207, individuals were permitted to stack boxes in my lobby addressed to GoPro Solo Hobo, Heather Gillespie.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't know, man. How long are we gonna hear about that? Forever.
I was not permitted to file a number of petitions, as is my right constitutionally, in this country with regards to my youngest son, my 2.5-year-old.
Hey, listen.
When they can't get me to die with the lies that Dylan tells, since Dylan got home, bunch of content today saying Dylan.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.13. Cocoa Pumpkin Booty will be etched in my mind forever.
It's pretty scarring. Yeah, Cocoa Pumpkin Booty. She thought she was real clever with that. Thank you, Patty, for the 3.
I have decided, as I've said before, to move on. I've called hundreds of lawyers.
Move on, huh?
Hundreds, no less. I have gone to the courthouse a number of times. I have been unlawfully and unethically accused of things that I've never done. I have been starved of food while I have to watch my husband or whoever perpetrates my husband on a day.
I wonder how long until she mentions all the money she's spent on fucking Restylane, Rejuviderm, Botox, blah, 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 blah. That could have been money for food. You could have ate food, man.
Walk into the store and get a bottle of alcohol, a pack of cigarettes here and there, whatever he wants, he gets, but I have been hands put on my body if I try to get food.
How the tables have turned, huh? Because Xavier was in the backseat begging for you guys to eat more than just like a fucking thing of pasta. One little thing of pasta for the whole day. And now, apparently Xavier does whatever he wants. And you just stalk and watch him. And are jealous of him.
I've been forced to beg strangers or ask strangers very politely and nicely for gas money. I was promised multiple jobs, including but not limited to healthcare consulting, working at a gas station in an enclosed space that was deemed safe with bulletproof glass. I have had my identity stolen a number of times. My social security card has been stolen so many times that the United States government said, Heather, if this happens 3 more times, we will never issue you another social security card as long as you live.
How many do you have to go through for them to say that? 3 more? I mean, that would be fine. For me, if it was like just 3 times for her whole life, it'd be cool. But that's crazy. They're letting her know. We'll just give up on you. 3 more times, Heather? You just won't have a social security card anymore. How about that?
That is the truth.
Exactly.
I am sharing truth. Everything I have said is truth. If I have 4 children, Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, Weston, and I'm not being permitted to raise my own children, since 2019, upon Dylan's release from the IDOC inmate number Y12173, I have not been permitted to reside with or even go and pick up my children and take them to school.
You have other things to worry about. You're homeless. I gotta go drive my kids to school. No, you don't. You gotta get the fuck out of the streets. The hell? They're priorities, man.
My Cadillac CTS was stolen unlawfully, unethically, and sold at auto auction after I made the final payment on it. I have been harassed in the street, stalked in the street, name called, humiliated, forced by external control. If you know, you know, and if you don't, please keep it moving. To literally lose control of my bladder in public. The list of things that I have been abused by are very long. I have no criminal record. I have tried every legal avenue for work. They have refused to allow me to work legally. I have tried to work as a stripper. They won't let me. I have tried to work again as an escort. They won't let me. I have tried again to work as a fucking drug dealer.
I just really want to know. So, does she know a drug dealer? Was she just going up to random people on the streets and was like, can I buy drugs off you? Can I start running drugs for you? And they are like, no? What are you talking about right now? she's just hitting up Dylan. Dylan, please let me run drugs for you. And Dylan's like, get the fuck out of here, lady.
They won't let me. So they won't let me work in a menial minimum wage job. They won't let me do deliveries. They won't let me drive. They won't let me be a stay-at-home mother to my children. They only let me drive if I beg other people for gas money. I've applied at the...
Where do you think she tells them they're going? Or where she's going? Hey, can I have gas money? I really need to get to... I really need to just drive aimlessly around Chicago. How do people give her money?
I've applied at independent businesses. I've applied at the grocery store. I've applied at...
So when she runs out of gas, she just goes to the gas station and goes, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Someone help me. Somebody help me. I need to go drive around in circles some more. I wouldn't give her money.
Food restaurants. I've applied at 5-star, Michelin star restaurants. I've applied at medical offices. I've applied at gas stations. I've applied every fucking where that you can think of to apply.
Nah.
After
The temp agencies. The temp agency will, they'll get her somewhere where she doesn't have to talk. So no one will know how crazy she is.
approximately 6 months of being forced to starve, some days 0 meals, nothing to drink. Some days 1 meal. I'm weighing in at 123 pounds. I am 5'9". Anyway, I do
Anyway.
love children, you know.
See, that's what I love children. All right, you guys. I don't know why you would think I hate children after that whole rant and the thing where I was like, I fuck the kids. That got deleted. I love children. All right, I just don't love your children. I really don't think she loves children. Thank you for the DJ cat. Who sent that? Floppy ear. I appreciate you.
I think they're fucking great. Their innocence, their naivety, I think it's one of their most endearing qualities. I think it's
fuck the kids.
The qualities that makes an adult in crisis feel the safest. In crisis as in emotional turmoil. Maybe you just had a...
Yeah, your kids aren't an emotional crutch. You're supposed to be raising your kids. They're not just supposed to be like an emotional support animal. That's another reason why it's probably good you don't have your kids.
Divorce, and your child comes over to your house, and I mean, please use common sense here, okay?
And your child comes over to your house? No, most people who are parents, their kids live with them, you fucking wackadoodle. Miss D, thank you for the, thank you for being a member for the 3 months.
Let's only allow this to be consumed in context, in chronological order of the way I've spoken it, and by individuals...
No, we're in chronological order. Yeah. We're in order today.
More than 1/4 of a brain cell working. Please.
All right. I think all of us together can muster up at least 1/4 of a brain cell. Do you think we can do?
If you are lonely or by yourself, when I first separated from my ex-husbands and my children would come home from school and say something so naive and innocent, you know, and I would be feeling so sad and alone, and in that moment, when they say that thing or do that thing or they just want to play or, you know, whatever it is, you forget about all of the rest of everything for a moment, you know, and I think that that's a beautiful thing. With that being said, I
fuck those kids.
Absolutely no desire to do any work with any child that is not my own. If my situation with regards to being able to parent my children has not resolved, why would you approach me in the street to offer me a job driving children around? Taking...
No one fucking offered that. What was the stream? I don't know if it was this week or if it was last week, but there was some stream recently where she said that they got her to speak at some kids event, like as an inspirational speaker. I hope to God somebody recorded that and has it somewhere just on their phone. Like I don't know. I took Timmy to the thing to get motivated in life, and they had this crackhead speaking.
Care of your kids. What the fuck?
As a cautionary tale, probably. Now, kids, the next person we're going to have you listen to, you don't want to end up like them, all right? So, we'll explain after. And then Heather leaves, and they're like, okay, so that's a person on drugs.
What else did I say in the last video that they attempted to destroy? Well, I'll just continue to repeat. I do not consent to this. It is unlawful for any individual to be without acceptable housing.
Local Coco has her doing the inspirational kids speech.
And it is unlawful to force a person into the street without a house to live in, especially a person who's been going to work 7 out of 7 of the last 2.5 years of their life, who has no criminal record, who has done nothing wrong, who doesn't fucking deserve to be treated this way. You can check out my new website, GoPro Solo. I'm doing AI integration on that website. I've listed all of the services that I have
Her and James is the AI, man.
available, and it will be in the little info bar at the top of the Instagram that I'm currently using. I want to remind you all that even if you delete my videos, there is a digital footprint of them. So all of my...
Yeah, it's called Local Coco's channel. No one is deleting her videos. Why would anyone want to delete her videos?
accounts, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything that I've ever created or curated there, it's there, even if you can't see it. So when you go and you start telling lies to people, it might work for a few minutes, but the record will be set straight. That is a promise. That is a 1,000,000%, without a single doubt, promise.
Seems pretty confident.
Will be a reconciliation for each and every one of you.
Good thing I'm a good little angel and I don't lie about Heather Gillespie, because that would just be silly. She's crazy enough without lying about her.
So anyways, back to my dreams of what I wanted to do as a child. Let's talk about what I want right now.
I didn't even know when were we talking about her dreams as a child? We're just bitching about other kids and, you know, the same old. Life is so mean to me. I've been applying for jobs everywhere.
I want to be in the arms of my husband, who I am both physically, mentally, and financially attracted to, who I can trust, count on, believe in. I'd like to lay in his arms, in the crook of his shoulder, until I can no longer bear it, until I'm so bored of doing so that I have no choice but to get up. Maybe I'll need to use the restroom, maybe I'll need to go and grab a snack, and then maybe I'll come back and spend a few more days or weeks there.
Who's gonna want to do this, dude?
I do not want anything else other than that right now. In the absence of my ability to have that, I would like a lot of fucking money. A safe place to live. And a guarantee that all of this harassment, stalking, following, false narratives, slander,
what have you, etc. and so forth. What do you think it's going to be? What filler phrase are we going to use here?
Assaults, fill in the blank, any undesirable treatment.
Oh, no trademark. Okay.
Like it to stop. Ernika Fairley is not my therapist anymore. Thank you for your asking. I formally let her go. I did send her a message letting her go that I did not consent to the way in which she was interacting with me. And
has she ever had a falling out with anyone that she hasn't blasted publicly? I broke up with my therapist. I didn't agree with the ping pong place. I got fired from Uber. I got fired from Grubhub. I got fired from DoorDash. Every falling out she's ever had with anybody, she just puts on the internet.
I thanked her for her service and that I discontinued.
Charlie Keen's death. I'm sorry you had to die, Charlie Keen. Like, what the... Wait, no, the internet doesn't even know about this. I appreciate her being so thorough with us, but what the fuck?
Her service at that time. There is no court order that says I have to do any fucking thing. There's a court order that says if I want to actively visit my child, Weston,
why would we want to do that?
I have to ... But my visits have been gone since April, so...
So I guess we just stopped trying. We just stopped trying completely, you guys. Who needs to see our kids?
Look at that. That means I've been compliant to every demand that has been made of me, including but not limited
Why would they suspend your visits if you've been compliant with every demand that they made of you? That doesn't make any sense, now does it?
to 2.5 years of therapy, drug rehab courses. I'm not an addict, never have been. Parenting classes,
Yeah, you have your drug use totally under control. Totally. Responsible drug user of the year right here. Of the decade.
coaching, and a number of other things. I'm done with it. I'm done. I am done with all of it. All of the lawyers, all of the advocates, all of the law enforcement agencies, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, who are aware of all of the details of these sets of circumstances. And
what were the signs, too? Signs like, for the running for president, or just signs that say, random stuff on them?
On.
Street signs?
There will be reconciliation. The record will be corrected. I promise you it will. It always is. There's no time since the internet became a thing that the truth is too far out of reach to obtain. God forbid we start discussing extraction technology where people's minds and memories are subjected to external third-party observation. You can't even have a fucking thought with the technology we've got on the market today without us being able to tell if you're full of shit or not.
Not really. I mean, like, there is a device. They don't let you use it in court yet. Just a person trying human. Thank you for giving 5 memberships. Welcome, good little angels. Oh, Des got one. There's a device that it'll be able to recognize if you recognize something. It'll say if you're lying about recognizing something or not. So if you're on trial for murder, then they can show you like the murder weapon, and they'll be like, "Do you recognize this?" And if you're like, "No, I don't recognize it," it'll say if you're lying or not. There's that technology supposedly, but they don't use it. So, but how you have to be hooked up to it. It's not just wireless straight into your brain or whatever Heather's implying here. I'm not describing it very well.
Proceed with caution. Be careful.
Hey,
Don't have nefarious thoughts.
Stop right here for the ambulance. Everybody watching for this ambulance, we need to identify this ambulance. Clearly trying to intimidate. Ambulance. Flage, fake as fuck, Flage. 870107. Murder them. Ha ha ha!
At Super Chatted $2.02. She talks to chat, but the comments aren't even on.
It's the voices in her head she's talking to. People used to think she was talking to chat, and that I was crazy saying that she was talking to the voices, but nah, she's got voices in her head. She says that it was, they're external, like they put lines into her, and they're talking to her through the lines.
They're causing me to have to urinate. They are remotely, with robotics, making me have to use the restroom at inopportune times when it is almost impossible. They have remotely forced me to urinate on myself in my car. Remotely.
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted $5. My son is 22 years old and I miss the shit out of him. She doesn't give a shit.
Thank you, Cindy, for the 5. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen Heather. I've seen Heather get more upset about her socks being stolen or like money being taken out of the bank, which I'm sure she just spent herself in a window overdraft or something, than her kids. Her kids are just like a prop for social media for actual moms to feel bad for her. To be like, oh my God, if I had my kid taken from me, how would I feel? And then a lot of her bullshit, they kind of either put to the back of their mind or they make excuses for her. Because it's like, oh, but if I had my kid taken, You know, so it's a good tactic, I guess. That's why I think she does it. That's why I think she brings it up or whatever, because then the sponsors chip in more. Jax, thank you for the hiding guy.
Anyway, when I was a little girl, I didn't have plans to be a doctor or a lawyer or any of that. I had plans to become a mother and a wife. And so when I was 11 years old, possibly 12, I think 11, I think it was 11 to take the course, 12 to legally begin babysitting. I came here to the Courts Plus Elmhurst.
That's the takeaway. Yeah, her car smells like urine. There's been multiple times she's been peeing her pants. So many similarities. James poops his pants all the time. She pisses her pants. They would just be in a pissy poopy relationship. I need them to get together. They need to meet up in Florida.
And I took a course to become a certified babysitter. Oh, what else have I tried for employment? I went to the airport and started creating relationships with individuals who work at the airports. And I offered that.
What was with the airports? In case you just thought I went to one, I went to all of them. All right. How many airports are in Chicago? I guess at least 2. And annoyed people trying to work, saying, "Hey, can you get me high profile people to drive around for $5,000 a week?"
A 20% referral. Any and all clients that they refer me for personal assisting / personal driving. So if someone comes into town for a week, I go pick them up, bring them to their hotel or their safe space to live. I stay on call for that.
You would think it's the same stream, except the other one, she had her finger up for like a majority of the time, but she did already say all this. It's just like, I don't know. In case it's said differently or whatever. Fucking Heather Gillespie, you guys.
Hey, listen!
Who the fuck is exploiting us? We need help, help us. Okay. I keep a Glock on me, motherfucker.
At Theham super chatted $4.99. We've somehow reached a whole new level of crazy.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting 2026. Sam Champion, thank you for coming to get a little angel, and thank you for the 5, Jax.
I do any paperwork that they need, any errands that they need, any, groceries that they need. I'm the everything to that individual. I said $5,000 a week, and I offered the person $1,000 of that for the referral, 20%. And nothing has come of that yet. So I have.
So she wants $4,000, and then she's gonna give. I wonder who she talked to at the airport. The janitor, the people like giving people tickets. They would tell her to fuck off. They would probably call security on her. So I wonder who she talked to.
And kind of pouring into relationships. Xavier has been dog walked all over town. I mean, he has been. Today, the guy who came to discuss, I don't know what he came to talk to us about. He was going to the Aaron Waters show. He was a professional poker player. Mm-hmm. He drove up and pulled up right in front of us this morning, and Xavier began looking at him like he was in love. And I felt so grossed out. I've never been more grossed out than I'm caused to feel when I see my husband or significant other look like that. And I've seen it more times than my stomach can fucking handle. And Xavier's not gay, and none of them are supposedly gay, right? So what causes that, huh? What would cause that? Listen to your favorite music performers' songs. Listen to how many of them have lyrics about when they take control. Apply a literal sense.
I don't know any song like that. You're listening to voices. Oh, she had a full conversation with the voices in one of these streams. I'm just remembering now. Like, really, people were like, this is performative. I don't know if it was or not, but it was something.
Anyways.
What are we doing? Look, is that her sucking her tooth?
I would like everyone involved in fucking with me over the last 10 years to be indicted. I would like to be permitted to pursue happiness as is deemed my constitutional right in this country, the United States of America. I would like advocacy, support, and resources with regards to what in the fuck I am supposed to be doing.
It was that one, yeah. I remember because she was talking into the mic. And I thought, oh, maybe she thinks that's the line into the voices.
To earn an income so that I can feed myself and put gas in my car and pay my bills. And God forbid, I say it, send my children money when they need it, which is my responsibility. Always has been.
You need to be stable yourself first. I'm sure your kids would appreciate that too. That way they wouldn't feel guilt taking their homeless mom's last $10 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would feel guilty if my mom was homeless and she was trying to give me money. I would say, no, you need to get the fuck off the street. I would probably force her to get off the street. I would like pay for an apartment for her. And then if she was like Heather, she would wreck it by drawing all over the walls and shit and put me in debt. And I'd be like, fucking god damn it, man. And then I'd try to get her put into a mental institution. She'd probably run away and live under the bridge or some shit. It's a good thing Heather Gillespie isn't my mom. I would drive me nuts. It would drive me fucking nuts.
I think I told you guys also yesterday when I woke up I took video of this as well. Military style formations of individuals jogging. I couldn't jog if you dragged me. When I was in cross country,
Start jogging.
I used to hide in the bushes.
Oh yeah, and then hop out at the end of the race and pretend like she was running the whole time. Like a cheater. You cheated.
When everyone would run, I would just run the first lap, hide in the bushes, and then pop out when they were on their last lap. I was a triple jumper, not a fucking runner. A sprinter, if anything.
I thought you were a heavyweight lifter.
I was also a swimmer.
Falafel smasher.
Competitively.
I've never seen you swim before in my life.
I was also a gymnast. I also played basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball, dodgeball.
She does the baseball pitch sometimes, that little wind-up thing she does.
Red Rover.
Yeah, Red Rover's not a sport, dude.
So, just so everyone knows.
That's not cheating, Mud Pit. That's just going slow. If you actually did the course, you didn't cheat. Cheating would be like calling a taxi and then getting in it and going to the end of the finish line and hiding in some bushes like Heather did and then jumping out and being like, been running the whole time, you guys. Like, so what the fuck? I'm surprised she even admitted that and thought that would like be an interesting tidbit. It just shows her character. She's just, there's no reason to even cheat. You're just lazy. You're just a lazy piece of shit.
I want to go on the record and off as saying that there are a list of jobs that I would willingly do any day of the week, and I would do them better than most of you.
That's bullshit.
Okay?
That's just straight up bullshit.
I have done almost every job that we have here in this country.
Not even close.
And I would do them.
I feel like 7 jobs, maybe.
And in a heartbeat for a fair living wage. And in the absence of a fair living wage, I would like to be on the record as saying I am being oppressed. I am not being permitted the opportunity to make any money unless I ask strangers in the street for my needs to be met.
Walmart would take her. Walmart puts up with a lot.
This is unlawful. It is unethical. It is inhumane. And it is not sustainable. My name is Heather Gillespie. Heather Gillespie Smith is my name in some circles. I have been referred to as Coco by many.
By you. You refer to yourself as that.
I used to run a blog called My Friends Call Me Coco. Coco Chanel YSL is the
Where are these friends at?
distinction. There are also circles that refer to me as Chanel. If you know my nickname as Coco, I probably likely knew you prior to 2020. If you know my nickname as Chanel, I probably likely met you and made a relationship with you after 2020. If you know me as Heather, you could be anyone. There are no other aliases. It's just, that's what it is. Coco Chanel YSL, Chanel, Coco, Heather, Heather Gillespie, Heather Gillespie Smith, Heather Smith. That's it.
No Heather Smith. I don't know why she wants Dylan's last name so bad.
There are no other names.
Other than that, she's obsessed with him.
With regards to exposure therapy, if you are not a licensed, certified person who has either suffered from PTSD for 10 plus years with a qualifying medical fucking record.
Oh, Sally, thank you for the PayPal. I don't know why it didn't go off. I just saw that. I just saw that now. It says from 35 minutes ago.
And doctor testimony to prove that you have, get the fuck off my line and stop fucking with me. I already wrote a deposition about how to cure PTSD. There is no one who knows more about curing my PTSD and many other people's PTSD than me.
Why'd she keep saying deposition? She must have put how to cure PTSD in the deposition to court.
Fuck off! Stop following me around. Stop antagonizing.
I thought she just misspoke the first time, but if she's saying it twice, she must actually... She either put it in a deposition or that's what she thinks it actually was. Wouldn't it be a thesis or something? I think we've probably said this when she was live.
Triggering. Stop making the insinuation that someone's gonna...
She means dissertation? Okay. I don't even know what that word means, but that sounds more correct.
Rape me if they're not. Stop making the insinuation that someone's gonna fly me to Jamaica and abandon me if they're not. It's not funny, and it's not a form of exposure therapy. It's a form of unlawful harassment. Stop doing it.
Inspiration, yeah.
I would like every individual that is talking shit all the time to fucking die. I mean...
I guess I gotta die, you guys. It's been nice knowing you. Heather said she would like it, so... I guess I gotta do it now.
No uncertain terms. I would like them to fucking die. To die.
I mean, she talks a lot of shit. Why can't I talk shit?
To be dead.
Not about me, but just about, you know, things in life.
I am the happiest I've been today. I can't even tell you how long.
Happy. This is happy, you guys. Wasn't she just screaming at us about knowing more about PTSD than anybody on this planet?
I feel much better being permitted to describe and explain all of the ways that the innocent third parties have been permitted to cause me harm than I would if I had to sit around denying that they were doing so. So thank you to the oppressive authority in this set of circumstances who won't let me go get a job or give me a bunch of money, but who will allow me to share truth about the individuals who are fucking with me. Thank you very much.
That's America. You have freedom of speech, even if it's all lies and a bunch of craziness. Charlie Keen's dead, so I guess you can say whatever you want about him now. He's never gonna come for you. Maybe some other people might, but I doubt it. The lurkers, I don't think, have a lot of money to sue you.
To the courts plus Elmhurst,
And I guess David Shepard just really doesn't give a fuck.
thank you for making me a certified babysitter at the age of 11, teaching me CPR, and giving me the legal protection I needed to begin being a certified babysitter at age 12 years old. I have actually been taking care of children since I was 12 years old. That is 28 years. But I want to remind everyone,
Even in Jamaica.
concerned, I've had thousands of milliliters of Juvederm, Restylane, Reviness, Botox, as well as an apparatus installed through this opening in my forehead that keeps me looking young and sharp. I have an agreement with the authority that I will never age in youthfulness, mindset, or appearance
I wonder if the authority is Satan.
to any age over 29. AI integration.
Dude,
Go
just
Pro
for a
Solo.
second.
I am the founder, Heather Gillespie, Coco Chanel YSL, Coco Chanel, Heather Smith, whatever name you know me by. I don't do any fraud with that account. I don't do anything unlawful with that account. I offer services to local businesses. So far, I have pursued multiple med spas, entertainment industry businesses, as well as contractors and
Do you think Charlie Keen was a drug dealer? But he's dead. They won't let me be a drug dealer. He died.
subcontractors. Website development, business development, new business implementation, AI implementation. I do not use automation. Automation has been deemed inappropriate for certain circumstances. Sending an email might be something automation makes acceptable.
Then what's unacceptable? What the fuck are we talking about, Heather?
Having a prompt like when you push this button, it takes you to this page might be an acceptable way to use automation. But with regards to entire businesses being autonomous to
What business is entirely autonomous?
third-party intervention or scrutiny, as well as running on an automated format to collect money, there are way too many risks to allow automation in a full functioning business. You must have some sort of safety net.
Or oversight? No one is running an entire business strictly off automation. That'd be insane.
If you understand, then you do, and if you don't, then you don't. I'm not a teacher.
I thought you were.
I'd much rather be a cop or an investigator or an FBI agent or a woman in black than a teacher.
You would fuck up a lot of investigations. Every crime in Chicago, Dylan Smith would be framed for. I know exactly who did this. It was Dylan Smith again, and Marissa.
Don't tell me I don't have patience. I've been waiting to buy a house
Or
and
Xavier if she's mad at him that day.
marry my husband and take a fucking nap in his arms since I was 14 years old. Patience is not the problem here.
Oh, she got the evil eyes on. Mr. Potato Head
Now
angry
they're doing
eyes.
a race war. They're
No.
trying to say that because I listened to several Kanye West songs this morning, my entire personality has been taken over by evil.
I must have missed that the first time. Is Kanye West evil? Is his music evil? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jesus Walks? Fucking evil. that other one? Runway? Run away? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
I'm a gay fish. I don't really know a lot of Kanye West songs, to be honest. I don't really like Kanye West as a musician.
The United States is a civilization of civil individuals. That's where police, FBI agents.
Ooh, what was that one that was really bad? It was like a couple years back. It had the Backstreet Boys sound behind it, and he was, there was a line from it that made me laugh a lot, but I can't remember what it was.
Other justice providing teams
I think it was something about Burger King.
get a need for their jobs. Because
What was
in the
it?
event that someone is behaving in a way that is not considered civil, i.e., locking a woman without a safe house, away from the ability to earn income, subjecting her to various tortures and authoritative and non-authoritative presences that have been deemed harassing in nature. So here on Earth, those behaviors
Finger bang bang, you into my life.
wouldn't be permitted. On the moon, no one would even do that. They would never even do that. On the moon, it's so different.
I don't know where this fucking came from either. The moon is barren wasteland. Nothing's out there, dude. No one's nice on the moon. No one's there.
It's like you don't even need rules on the moon because no one even tries to do anything bad. They don't want to.
They got Wi-Fi on the moon, I heard.
Have everything they need. They don't even want to.
There's no water. There's no air. There's no food. There's no people that apparently your husband that you want to spend your life with. There's no husband up there. There's literally nothing. There's nothing on the moon. There's Elon Musk's broken rocket thing, and I guess that flag that's all white now. And I think they left like a moon rover up there. Pink Floyd's up there. Heather, what are we doing? Come on. Get to stepping. Oh.
Anyways, to the poker player I was discussing this morning, he was going to the Air and Water show. He said he had a poker game with some Asians that make $5 billion a year.
The Asians that make $5 billion a year. Wow. That's impressive, man.
Something like that.
Something like that.
He said it was on the 71st floor of a building on the corner of Michigan Avenue and I think 10th.
Yeah, enough about the moon, you guys. We don't need any more elaboration on that.
Said over there, what would that be? Because there are no buildings that are 71 stories tall on 10th in Michigan. Maybe he's confused. Maybe he means the NEMA building on the corner of Roosevelt and Indiana. That would be...
What's on the South Pole of the moon?
Yes. Anyways, that sounded like fun to me. I told him I've never played poker. He has a wife. She doesn't have to work because he's been so successful in his poker playing. Lucky. But I said I would do...
I don't... It's crazy that she remembers almost everything she said in the other live. But just not word for word. It's like, it's almost impressive. Just keep the other live up. I want to look up this south side of the moon. Whoa, I fucked up my thing.
Let every now and again, as long as it's not Russian, you know. But I haven't really been able to do anything fun or rewarding or that makes me happy for many, many days. Many days. I want to have sex with my husband in my house.
I don't want to know that.
I want to walk around my house naked, eating food. Why?
It looks interesting. Hold on. Let me, That's it? That looks pretty crazy, huh? Why does it look like that? Is that wrong? It's from NASA. It's from NASA Science, so I'd assume it's right. Hey, really trippy.
Let me see what these pieces of shit are saying. Fucking pieces of shit.
Feeling better now that you destroyed my time? Should I just stand here like this? Will that make you feel better?
Save that shit for Dr.
Stand here
Gable,
like
you
this.
fucking bitches.
At MR_ESCO_edit super chatted $1.99. Her gibberish is very specific today.
This is very specific gibberish. Thank you for the 2. Mr. Esco Edits. Did we ever figure out who Dr. Gable is?
TV without
I didn't.
negative repercussions for watching or laughing at something that the higher power thinks is offensive. I want to be free in thought.
Free in thong? Or free in... Wait, what did you say?
I want to have enough money in the bank that I could do anything I want. I want to be free in thought.
Thought.
I want to have enough money in the bank that I could do anything I want whenever I want to.
Yeah, that's true. It's title locked, right? DJ Black, thank you for coming to Guild Angel.
Hey, listen.
He's just a dragger, bro. He's a lingerer. Xavier, hurry up, please. Pardon me, sir.
At Sam Champion 1512 super chatted $1.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for the $1.
Anyway.
Thanks for the beans.
All the rich people have been missing for quite some time. When I go to Bentley
No.
Gold Coast, which, yes, I have to leave the city of Chicago by the 17th.
See, this is when I was like, whoa, this is gonna be crazy. But she ended up back there. She's not gone. It's like the 21st right now. Oh, today's supposed to be payday. But was it? It's usually not. Anyways, she didn't leave Chicago. She, like, went just outside, kind of, and looked at the lake or whatever's on Chicago and then drove back in.
Or the morning of the 18th.
Trying to get Xavier to leave the state.
Because they've been extorting me for tickets that have been paid since 2018 or 19. And then they said that they were not paying out on sanctions tickets and that
Sorry, thank you for the star.
I didn't have any responsibility to that. So I have to be gone by the 17th or the 18th from Chicago with no job and no income. Isn't that funny?
What would be the difference of you living somewhere else and living in Chicago? It'd be basically the same, right?
I don't know if Xavier
Like, right? Am I not seeing something?
can come with me. I asked him to, but he's been like checked in and out lately, and it's my perception that given
Well, his kid lives in Chicago, and his parents live in Chicago. So why would he leave to be with a woman who ruined his life? No offense, but does that make a lot of sense to you? Would you run away with Dylan Smith somewhere if he was like, I gotta get out of here because I keep getting fucking parking tickets because I'm an idiot and I lost all my jobs and get in the car? Actually, you probably would. It's not a good example. It doesn't even make sense. It's just stupid.
everything else they've done, they're attempting to re-curate or replay all of the painful, awful, terrifying, awful, unenjoyable, awful, unethical, unlawful.
Is it awful?
Unconstitutional things that have already been done to me. All of this started and I took...
Listen.
Yes. We love MILFs. Who doesn't love a good MILF?
At Super Chatted $2.02. I wonder if X is chilling in an apartment with Rico.
Oh, thanks, Little Miss D. I don't know. I really don't know. I think for the 279.
road trip to Florida.
Florida. She keeps mentioning Florida. I want her to go to Florida.
And they stranded me there and stole my car and sold it at auto auction in, I don't even know, I think Georgia.
So not fond memories of Florida.
They brought it back to Chicago. I filed multiple police reports. They said this car was to replace that car. Then they started making me pay $1,200 a month for it.
Unlawful awful falafel.
Hey, listen. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I missed this.
Leave me alone. I'm busy. I'm busy making profitable artwork.
At Sam Champion 1512 super chatted $1.
Thank you, Sam, for the one. It's so profitable that they never made a single sale on the artwork except to Xavier's dad, who I'm sure did so much with the artwork that he bought from them, and it wasn't just to make sure that his son didn't starve. I missed that she was waving at... I don't know who the fuck she's waving at here. I was going on about Batman, apparently, when I was stream sniping, and like looking up being like, I'd be like a Batman, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So, who's she waving at here? Norbert.
Anyway,
Back to business.
I love my children. I love my parents. I love my family. No one is perfect. But I'm pretty fucking close.
Right.
But I'm pretty fucking close, you guys. Perfect.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I am just giving an update here for the record. I have now attempted to apply at, oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys something terrifying. Not terrifying, tragic. I went over to Barrington yesterday to check on and to check in with my friend who helped me the first round of all of this in 2021 or 2, I believe, right after everything happened with you know who. And he...
I think how Dylan is like Voldemort, but only sometimes. Like sometimes we don't name him, but other times it's Dylan Smith, inmate number Y12173, but blah, 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 blah. It's just like, I wonder... I guess it's just all based on how she's feeling. I don't know if there's actually any method to her madness. Probably not.
Is dead. His son came out, Patrick, and he told me, not the Patrick who did that terrible thing to me while Xavier and while I was pregnant. Not that Patrick.
I don't even know who that Patrick is. Do you guys remember that Patrick?
Near the Six Corners. Not that Patrick. A different Patrick. And he told me that Charlie Keene has passed away. Rest in peace to Charlie Keene. I think...
Oh, he passed away last year. Yeah, Jared, I seen him in the comments. He said he looked up the obituary. I was too lazy to do that, but it's really funny. They must have been such close friends. They went from, I don't know Charlie Keene. Who is that man? Who the fuck is Charlie Keene? To, oh, he's my best friend. I just haven't talked to him in a year or two. He's dead now, you guys. Trump owes me money for the signs that he gave him or whatever.
Shame that you had to die. And Donald Trump, if you ever decide to pay Charlie Keene for the signs that you supposedly owe him money for, he said that it will come to me, Mr. President, not to anyone else.
Not to Patrick. Fuck Patrick.
So that money, if I were able to work as a debt collector, would be legally mine to keep, Mr. Donald Trump President, sir. And it's me, Heather Gillespie, but I didn't say that you owe that money. Charlie Keene did, and he passed away. So anyhow, I walked around the mall and I applied to many, many jobs. I told you all that I dropped in a line to Chicago Executive Airport and created a deal system with them that basically said, hey, if you get some private clients, you can go ahead and let me know. I will be their personal assistant / driver for however long they need.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's dead, so I think it's fine. She's the one who said it. There's Charlie Keene, October 2025, dead. He's dead. Heather really needed something from him, but he's dead.
Can literally park at their doorstep and wait for them to call me to take them where they need to go. I can handle their business filings. I can handle their, I can handle their errands. I can, ERRANDS. I can handle their.
I didn't know what the fuck she meant the first time I heard that. I was like, yeah, that there's only one kind of errands. And then I was like, oh, like Aaron Carter? Like, does she think people thought she meant Aaron? Like, if you have a whole bunch of people, or even just one or two errands, I'll take care of those guys. No, obviously no one thought you meant that.
Entertainment. I can handle their business planning. I can handle their all sorts of things. And so
maybe Kyle's, but not Aaron's.
I will charge $5,000 per week for 7 days of unlimited driving service, and etc. And so I told Chicago Executive, I will give you 20% off the top for every referral that you give me as a first-time client. And so, we'll see what happens. So far, I have not been able to kind of nail anything down. And I do need to maintenance my nails, as well as...
Nothing in the car while we're making these trips with people in it. No, we gotta maintenance our nails. The rate's way too high. I would have loved to see her try to deal drugs to like high profile people. If you see any, or go to the airport, if you see any high profile musicians or anything come in, give them my card. I'll hook them up, She would be the worst drug dealer ever. Worse than Walter White before he knew how to deal drugs.
My windshield wipers. So I also need new boots. I showed you guys the screws that they put in my boots. It's right now I'm wearing an open toe heel because it's warm outside. And so now is the time for your toes to be out. I
think she does. I mean, unless she renewed them, but it's not like she prioritizes anything important any other time. So I don't know why she would prioritize that.
In just about a month or so, we will start to feel that cool, brisk autumn air moving in around us. And for that, I will need to have my boots replaced. I found my boots on Amazon for $40. I am so happy about it. So I basically, for anyone who doesn't know, I have two shoe preferences. One is an open toe, simple black strap, high heel. And the other one for the summer and the spring. And the other is a simple boot with a heel, and not one of those big chunky heels that's square with the round or the rubber, but rather one of those heels that's skinny. I do also
horseshoes,
the heels that go like this, hourglass shaped, like my...
We know she loves that hourglass shape.
Body. And so I need, to figure that out. That being said, I cannot even park in the city of Chicago anymore because the tickets that were already paid.
Dr. Gable? Who's Dr. Gable? Is he like a couples counselor or a therapist or... Yeah, I don't know if it was Gable. I always thought it was spelled like Gable, but it could be Gebe. EL. I don't know. I mean, like, that could be Gable, too. It's also Xavier's pronunciation. I don't know if he's reading names right. I don't know if he's remembering right. But what'd you find, Jared?
Multiple times by
Family and couples therapist. There you go. Save it for fucking Dr. Gable, bitches.
multiple different sponsors, friends, myself, etc., and so forth, are still being used to toy with me. And if you recall, the beginning of all of this for me was when you know who came home. They began to target me in my home, and they came to my home and they began to basically put a bunch of, tickets on my car. And it was the Cadillac at that time. And I was unloading groceries. I was a single mother with all three of my children. Now I have four, but at the time I had three children in my vehicle. And I would, it would be winter, or raining or what have you. And my youngest daughter was only 5 at the time. My older children were 11 and 12, or 10 and 11. And I would need unload groceries, laundry, you name it. And I would leave my vehicle in the alley, pushed up against my garage door, not at the Patterson house, but at the house on Foster. And it went from there being no problem at all to all of a sudden, I would have multiple tickets every single time I did anything. The neighbor was an awful busybody. And not only that, but, well, I don't know if she was awful or if she was just a busybody. Either way, then, my old babysitter / administrative assistant / creative assistant, I found a planner in my house of hers after I threw away all of her garbage that I found there. I found a planner. And
so this person was just Heather's slave, basically. Administrative assistant. Why did you need an assistant to be an administrator? What the fuck? And then also she was your babysitter and whatever else. She had Exodus on a planner. Oh no.
On the planner, it said mass exodus on the day when they were like forcing me into.
You know, I have to go smoke a bowl soon. I'll let her play out. I don't know how far in we are. I might cap it at an hour 30 or maybe like 2 hours, because I know there's even more after this actually that isn't in this compilation here, and then we can finish it tomorrow, like a Feral Saturday, just because like we're already over 2 hours. I don't want to be here for 5 hours.
Listen.
Matt? I thought that was Matt Lucchina. Who knows Matt Lucchina?
Not me.
At Velvet D3360 super chatted $1.99. Rocky, stop it. My guts. Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Rocky's got some good ones. He's funny. Thank you for the 2, Velvet. I am gonna smoke, so I'll be right back. You guys be good little angels. Can't remember exactly what she says after this. I think this is just like all the tickets are paid off. I took her license plate. I mean, people know her license plate, but I don't think YouTube likes me showing license plates. But I have like we go over real quick here before I actually go smoke. All the like tickets that she owes, the $9,000. And then these are like the new tickets. I didn't know how to use this spreadsheet program before because I'm not an administrative assistant. So it took me a bit to like find the tabs and then also get rid of the license plate numbers. But this one, the last one was like on August 1st here. I'm sure she's had more ever since, but like she just racks tickets up constantly. This is the first payment plan. This is the second payment plan. She's actually a little bit ahead on this one up to October. Well, not the full amount for October, full amount for September. So I think she just like ended up paying a chunk and they kind of put it out there on the 15th. It looks like that happened. Last time she paid on this was July. The other one was June 15th. And then all the tolls. And then there was this audit thing where like there's high severity tickets, review, medium, info, and then like a whole bunch of information on the ticket types and stuff. It's pretty extensive. I forget who sent this to me, but I appreciate it. And basically, like my point of showing this is it's not all paid off. I don't know where she's getting that from. That it's all paid off. The fuck, Yeah, 9K is insane, and I think it's gone up since then because she's just keeps getting tickets. So that's why she can't park in Chicago. She's not going to pay shit now. No, of course not. No, because the voice in her head says it's already paid, and she feels like, oh, well, if they're going to take my apartment away and stuff, then I'm just, fuck them, fuck everybody. Anyways, I'll be real quick, you guys. I love you guys. Don't go anywhere. Well, you can go places if you want, but I will be back.
Getting me to leave my house.
Thank you, Nanny, for the floating heart.
I Google searched, what does that mean? Mass exodus. It basically means everyone's out of here. Now, here's my thing. What the hell does that mean with regards to my life, right? And with regards to, the expectation for me and why I began to be targeted? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. This is Heather, by the way. So here I am. But I do not know. And now it's just gotten to the point where I need to have money for things. And I called a general contracting company today because I've always had the blueprint for the house that Dylan promised to buy me. Before I ever even met Xavier, before we got pregnant and had Weston, it was just my plans for Dylan and my 3 children. I had a house. My wedding was planned, and I had a house already like drawn up in my mind that we would live in. And he promised to buy it for me. Well, the house had 2 tree houses, but they weren't tree houses like little shacks. They were nice tree houses. Like, we took our time building them with our own 2 hands as a family project. And we made them like really cool hangout spots, like one for the girls, one for the boys. And we had like, in my vision for all of this, we had like water guns and like water balloons, and we had just like a chill, like a dining area, and like running water and a restroom. And we had these tree houses, one on each side of the front entrance to our house. And it was just this idea that I came up with. Well, about 3 months ago, I decided that I also wanted my family. Well, maybe about a year ago, I started toying with the idea that I wanted my family to be able to live with me or near to me. I kept on thinking, like, what will I do when my parents are too old to be okay, So I thought, well, maybe I'll get a mini house. My goal has been to buy my house by the end of this year for a long time. But, I don't know, so that has always been the goal. But I haven't been really able to accomplish it yet. And I haven't given up. But my main overall goal, my main design plans for my house have evolved even further than the tree houses and the house. So the house is supposed to have my own, everything that I want to have in it. A 3-car garage. One of the garages has room for my vehicle. The other garage door has our at-home gym equipment. And then the other one has room for another vehicle or whatever, the kids' bikes or whatever, they have or need.
This plan for the house is insane. I can't imagine. I just imagine in jail, Heather just described this house to Dylan. First off, actually, I've never heard her describe this house before. She says she's been planning it for years. I've never heard of this before, and I've watched a lot of Heather Gillespie content. Maybe she did before, back in the day. I don't know. But Dylan just sitting in jail, hearing about this fucking house. Me, yeah, Heather, I'll get you this house. I'll get it for you. As long as you sleep with other men, because I'm a fucking cuck. And tell me about it. And that's not me riffing. That's what Heather said happened. It's a wild world we're living in. Anyways, this house is super crazy. I had to cut it into 2 shorts because it's like 20 minutes she goes on about this freaking house. And then the contractor hangs up on her.
Have you? So,
You've never heard her talk about the house? Yeah.
That's what I came up with. And I started calling general contractors because if I'm going to find
She's also really spacey here.
Piece of property to build this house on, I need to consult with some true professionals. I need to know, number one, how do we find these houses that have trees that are large enough? I don't want it to be like an ugly prison tower. You know, I don't want that. I want a really great,
So if I was the contractor, I would be cutting her off and saying, like, what's your budget? And she would say, well, I don't have a budget. I'm actually living out of my car. And that's when I would hang up. I need you to tell me the budget. No. Like, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not going to go out and look for a property with all of this very specific things and then not sell it to somebody else because Heather Gillespie, this crazy chick, will eventually, one day, have the money for it. No, you get the money first and then you start like shopping around. It's so silly. Heather Gillespie is such a silly lady.
you know, really earthy vibe, but still classy and modern and fun. I want it to be very elegant. I like the contrast of black to white. I like stone. I like all of those things. Granite. I like all of those things. But I still want to keep the tree and the earth, you know, and the greenery and the kind of, you know, not ruggedness, but like the earth as a part of it, you know, like all of the things that I'm drawn to. Mind you, I am the earth element. Capricorn.
Instead of everybody loves Raymond, it's everybody hates Heather and drives the whole block crazy all the time.
So I've always had this really weird, like love for earth kind of, not tones, because I really like gem tones better than earth tones, but like earth materials, you know, like when something is, when I was listening.
I'm sounding an asshole here. Everything's from Earth. Everything is an Earth material, you wombat. Little Miss D, thank you for the treat.
Girl, I used to always want wood floors instead of tile floors. And when I was growing up, I used to always...
I prefer Mars material.
Love...
No, moon material, since everything's better on the moon, right?
The smell of wood, like when I would go to Home Depot or like Menards with my mom or dad or grandma or whoever. And like the smell of fresh cut grass and like all of that. Well, rocks and stone and boulders and all of that, those are all, you know, equally as earthy as soil and grass and trees. Those things are naturally occurring in the earth, you know, in the earth. So anyways, I think that my plan for my house is...
It's crazy. I've never thought about any of this crap because I don't have a house to think about this crap for. You know what I mean? I guess it's like... I just feel like I sound like an asshole because she's fantasizing about her dream house or whatever. But right now, you're in a very sticky situation, right? Where all of your brain power... and calling people should be used for things that could actually help you out in this situation right now, not dreams of nonsense. We're just describing this as taking a lot of time. You're wasting time calling contractors about this. Like, this is just... Makes me feel like I'm crazy.
Really, really great. And I think that it is really
I'm taking
similar
crazy
to
pills.
who I am as a person overall with regards to a fashion aesthetic and vibe. So with that being said, what was I going to say? Oh, I started calling these general contracting companies. And basically, in doing so, my goal was, okay, I've already got my house designed, right? You go in and you have your entryway with a double staircase.
I wonder if Heather's ever played Minecraft. Maybe she could make this house in Minecraft, and then she could put it on a public server, and people come in and wreck it, and then she'd be like, "Oh my! They wrecked my house, you guys. How am I supposed to show them now?" I don't think she would ever do it, but I really want to see an actual visual representation for it. You know, maybe she could get AI to do one up for her.
And I didn't really want it to be like a mansion, but I wanted it to be a luxurious size so that my children and all
For Sims, yeah.
friends could, have their own space there and be happy. So I wanted up the stairs. I wanted there to be to the right or to the left, either way, my bedroom and bathroom with my husband. And like the bathroom has like,
Well, that was not Xavier. It's just her husband. It could be interchangeable with anybody. Maybe it's Dylan. Maybe it's Xavier. Maybe it's Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever. What did she? Oh no, she used that as a bad example, like Leonardo DiCaprio and Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know who she's attracted to be honest. She's a weird fucking lady. Drake. She loves Drake. She had a picture of her and Drake. Like she photoshopped her and Drake together in a picture.
big, deep bathtub for soaking
I see if I can
with
find it actually.
a view of the window, a view out the window, and then like a stand-up heated shower, a steam shower with rainfall. And then to the other side, whether it's the right or the left, would be my children's rooms. So all of our bedrooms are on the same floor, just on different wings. And then on the first floor, it's basically just the foyer, entrance to the garage, the kitchen, which is huge. The kitchen is huge. It has a huge island, granite countertops. It has a big double sink. It has all of the, cook things that you would want. And then the kitchen table is kind of like, not like a picnic bench, but it's like a very modern, clean bench on one side with chairs on the other side. And it's like a long table. And then we have a formal dining room also. And then the living room on the left side across from the dining room. And then when you go into the basement, it's just like a total kid zone, except for the one room that is on kind of like the split level when you're going down from my bedroom to like the dining room, kitchen, living room area. There's kind of like this back room that's my office. And that's it, right? So I would have room for my children. They would be able to accommodate.
Can't find it. Maybe it was on an account that got taken down. Do you guys know what account it's on? She has like 5 Instagram accounts, maybe 4 now that my brand is not for sale. It got taken down. I swear it was on the Heather GEE, the first one, but maybe I'm wrong.
Sleepover or what have you, and it would be great, So that's my thought. Well, about 3 months ago, I started deciding, okay, if I'm going to start, because they say it doesn't matter if you have the money in the bank right now or what you're doing right now or what's going on. Just start the process of doing whatever it is that you want to do.
Whoops.
As you find out that you have to do something, come up with this or come up with that, then address it as it comes up. Right. So I start calling these subcontracting companies. I'm also pitching AI implementation, new business development, and website development to these companies. So I get on the phone with this guy and I start describing what I'm like looking for, but I need to add in that when I buy my property, I just had another revelation. Rather than building a second house in the same area, in an effort to give the backyard the access.
It was on my brand is not for sale because it was the only one I followed probably on more of her pages. Yeah, I'm wondering because I know it was on Coco Chanel. I think it was on Coco Chanel YSL, but I can't remember what one changed from Coco Chanel YSL into like what. Like I have no idea. I really don't. I just know that she doesn't have that username anymore. So it could have been my brand is not for sale. It could be gone now. But it's out there somewhere. I just like it was funny. She thought she photoshopped a picture of her and Drake together. Like people wouldn't know.
Wow, like a disco ball.
At Velvet D3360 super chatted $1.99. Like this man's hands.
This man's
rolling
hands?
on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Thank you, Velvet. Thank you for the two. Her hands with the finger.
Ability of being a chill spot with a fire pit and a like sitting area.
Oh, the Coco one got taken down too? Oh, there we go. It's gone. It's in the ether somewhere.
I don't even need to do a pool. In trade-off for pool, because that's like extra maintenance and all of that.
This is the best part. This is the best part. Thanks, Robbie Lee. You guys ready for this amazing idea?
How about I have these basement remodelers come in? Have you guys seen the Teletubbies? How they live, how there's like a hill with a door and like they go in there. And so how about if on the same plot of land where I have my house,
instead of a she shed or something practical, let's make an underground bunker in a hill like the Teletubbies for me to escape into. Remember when she was like, I'm just trying to find an apartment with a parking garage so I can go into the underground to get away from everything? Now she just wants to literally go into a hill in the ground like the Teletubbies.
rather than making it a double plot, I build an
And she's describing it like it would be so easy to do this instead of putting a pool in.
underground.
Like this is something people do all the time or something.
Kind of like living space. Have you guys seen those?
Loco Coco. I love you. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna airdrop this.
Where they take the what are those things called? What are those things called on the backs of the trucks? Trailers? No, storage. I don't know. Those like big boxes that they make. You know, like train cars. They go on train cars or they go on semi trucks. Those like big
storage containers. I'm shipping containers. Pretty sure it's shipping containers. All right, this is. Oh, I should probably open it in a tab so I can resize it better. Hold on 1 second. Woo! Open as a whatchamahooey. There we go. It's so obviously Photoshop too. Like it's not even a good Photoshop. Like this is before AI, so she did it herself and she did a really bad job. Thank you so much, Loco Coco, because the people who haven't seen it need to see it. Maybe that is on one of them. My eyes were just scanning through it. Like, you know, you guys probably had cable before. How you would just like push the channel down really fast and you just see flashes of stuff. That's kind of how I was scrolling through it. I thought it was in a different color scheme or something, so I might have scrolled by it. It's really bad though.
like rectangle boxes. There's this social media posting that went viral that like kind of like made me start thinking about this. They remove the ends
10 of us is moving as one or whatever she says
off of the containers, and they put 4 in a rectangle, and they do like a below ground Zen garden in the center, and then they carve out room for like windows. I could have literally 4 of those storage containers with the indoor Zen garden and access to come up for my family, you know, and I don't have to worry about building a second house. So I'm trying to like communicate this to the guy that this is what I want. What's
imagine the guy trying to hear this.
price tag on this so that I could start trying to fundraise, or, so that I could start fundraising or earning or, selling this idea for myself and my loved ones and start making progress. This has been, if you go back to 2000.
What is this thing here? I'm so... Oh. Is it so bad? I, for some reason, thought that this arm was Heather's and she was just being weird because she's a fucking weirdo. And she can never take a normal picture. And this arm down here was Drake's for some reason. He was just like, obviously... I thought this arm was actually photoshopped from another picture, actually. But that's Heather's hand. And then this is Drake's arm through her. And, like, I don't know what this used to be or what this was. But this is even crazier than I thought. Why not just take the arm out completely? Sorry, I just noticed.
15, when I was on the phone making these, like, receiving these promises for my life when he came home. This is not something I made up overnight. We're in 2026. I've been carving a path to get here for a long time. It's been over a decade. And I have not given up. You can't give up on your dreams. If you give up on your dreams, you'll definitely never get there, So anyway, that is like what I'm supposed to be doing. And then it's like just so many problems are solved because number one, the tree houses are total like glamping style. They have the accessibility that you need to basically do almost anything.
It would solve so many problems, you guys. Like Xavier always sleeping outside on the ground. If we had the tree houses, at least like he would be inside, but he'd also be outside. It's a great middle ground. I think that's what she's thinking and not saying out loud. Because she's saying all this crap out loud instead.
And, they have running water.
It does remind me of Alan. I forget about Alan all the time. That video's still up, right? I saw that video up. Alan was like, I'm gonna sue you, Steve. You don't want to be broke. Whoa. Alan.
Or they have lighting, etc. The house is there, like for my children and I. We live there. It's great. Everything's fine. The underground area is the perfect escape for any of my friends or family members or anyone who I, if I want to go down there, whatever. So I have enough space on that one plot of land to accommodate all of my people. And we don't have to worry about hotels and we don't have to worry about, these things. So anyways, I get on the phone with these guys and I've been creating a spreadsheet. I asked ChatGPT to create me the most lucrative, I think I said 10 to 30 businesses in the Chicago area incorporating or for the topics of contracting, general contracting and construction, entertainment, and med spas.
For work or for the house? Did she forget she's talking about the house? Miss D, thank you for the treat.
And I've been calling them, pitching. I put all of these companies in a database in an Excel sheet, and I've been, pitching to them AI implementation, or asking, do they have it? What EMR or what electronic health, if it's med spa health system, if it's contracting, what electronic database are you guys using to store, what CRM are you working with or what have you, trying to just gather more information, get a better feel for the demographic from day to day and for the technological advancements that are being permitted, et cetera, and so forth. And they wouldn't give me any info. He wouldn't even allow me to get through explaining what was going on, and he just hang up. It was like so annoying. So I don't really have an accurate, understanding of where I should even begin looking for this land. I think it's definitely going to be important to look for the land.
No.
Because if there are some...
Imagine Heather gets land. Remember when I wanted to buy that land? There was land for like $1. And I think it was... Can't remember. Do you guys remember how many acres it was? There's nothing on it. It was just a bunch of trees. But I said, ooh, I should probably get that because it would be a good investment. But then I'd have to pay $60,000 in taxes, and it was zoned to only be like industrial, and it only had water, it didn't have power. So it would have cost like 20 grand to rezone it. And then the 60 grand to fucking the back taxes, and then oh, to put the power in, or yeah, power? Yeah, to put the power in. I don't even know what that would be. So it was a waste of time. It was a waste of time. But I could see Heather getting like a piece of land that it just ends up like costing her way more money than it's worth, and then being like, well, I'm gonna build my dream home here. There's no trees on it yet, and then just runs into all these problems. I could see her doing something. That'd be fun. That'd be a great saga.
Rules like, oh, it can't be too close to a river, or, you know, for building underground. I don't know what the rules are for building underground. You know what I mean? So how can I even begin to even look for something if I don't even know what the rules are? So anyway, yeah. And so that's what I've been doing. I walked around, you know, several different establishments today, inquiring as to whether or not they were hiring. And, you know, they've all referred to scanning a QR, which is great, other than I have been submitting electronic applications since 2020, and not a single one has brought any sort of success. So it's just been a real pain in the ass with regards to that, because you know that the only job I've been able to do since 2020 without being stalked, harassed, or chased into my place of employment has been, you know, application based, delivery based, or person transportation based, or what have you.
No, but you said you were getting stuck there. Remember that guy that was blocking you from getting the order or delivering the food or whatever? And Xavier said that it's just some guy, and you're like, no, it's targeted. What else happened? Oh, you said you got fired from there because of the stalkers. And what is application based? What is a job that you're just doing applications? That's not a job. That's you applying for jobs, dude.
Despite my overwhelming amount of experience, and
Birdie, hey.
Fabulous, stellar, phenomenal resume. So I am a little frustrated.
Stellar.
I did get word that they have, in fact, paid off my entire car.
No. Well, I don't even know about the car itself. I doubt it, though. No.
In exchange for the Cadillac, which pissed me off.
Because of that. That doesn't make sense.
They didn't give me much of a choice. They said that they let some other girl drive the Cadillac because they're trying to recreate or like write music for the time period when I was living in my car.
How does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, it doesn't make any sense.
You know, in 2020, right after Dylan came home and they did everything that they did to me, basically all of those nefarious people who have been cooking audio and video, they have been trying to confuse the record and supposedly...
Sorry, for a second, I was like, wait a minute. Is she talking about the United States of Illinois? Like, did she see the music video for the United States of Illinois? Because the Cadillac is in that video, and I could see her being like, that lady with the pink hair, that wasn't me. That was a doppelganger, Heather, driving my car for this music video, because that is not how I looked back then or something. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about that till just now. But nah, it can't be that, right?
I brought my Cadillac back to Chicago. It was at the Wrigley Field police station in...
Because I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about the music video, and they're giving the Cadillac to this other girl, and yitty bitty yabba to do.
Chicago. I called them. I asked them to speak with someone regarding my car, how it got...
I'm trying to think like her. I'm trying to get in her head, right? And then I'll end up going crazy, and I'll end up in a mental institution. How did they get here? You just watched way too much crazy people online.
I was working with a Dylan Hansen, the attorney Dylan Hansen, to recover my vehicle.
It's all Dylan Smith. He's after me, Dylan. It's all Dylan's fault.
Off in full. No one paid a payment for me. Charlie Keene didn't pay a single payment for me. I paid myself. I gave Charlie Keene the cash and used his debit card because they were doing fraud out of my bank account. No one paid my car off for me. I paid my car myself. And they...
Why not just get the cash I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't let her pay with cash.
took it, and started using it. Well, then they bring it back, and that car,
Use Charlie. Now Charlie's dead.
whatever reason, it's just, I don't know why they would park it right there the same day that Xavier and I got there.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read the obituary. But I don't know. I was just curious as to see when he died, because Heather's making it sound like, oh no, my good friend died. You didn't even know for a year, dude.
And then refused to return my phone calls. So that was just incredibly, upsetting that they did that. And I'm not quite sure where to go, from here with recovering the vehicle.
Who was he? Just like a guy who gave Heather money, I guess. Because she said he was paying for her apartment for a bit, and said that if Heather wanted to be bailed out of jail, she would have to blow him or something. Like, I've heard, whenever she was referring to him in the past, it's been in a pretty negative way. So I was surprised to hear Heather say that they were friends and that she was going to check in on him. And that was sad to hear that he died. But I guess she's trying to get that sign money from Donald Trump. So I don't know. That's the play, I guess. It's a Heather world out there.
And they said, "Oh, don't worry. They didn't want to take the Nissan. They said that the Cadillac was a better car anyways. Why would they have given someone else a choice which one of my vehicles they wanted to keep or use? Like, this shit makes no sense at all whatsoever."
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And I don't know. I'm hoping that we can just somehow find a way to either realign, or to get these people who are not aligned on the same page, or to classify them as being misaligned so that they can go away, for real. Because it's too much dealing with them. They're really bad. They're really, really bad people. So anyways, that's what's been going on. Xavier, I'm not quite sure where he is. He refuses to get in the car, not in an angry way. It's just like he wants to, but he can't. I don't know why.
They just there's like a force field. He's like, I can't. I physically can't. I hate you, dude. If you don't eat this, I hate you. And I'm not getting in the car. I'm putting on my skirt and I'm going out. How do you like them apples?
And I can't even park in Chicago right now because of the fact that I already paid all of the tickets that they said that I owed, but they continued to say that I owe more and assess, future payment plans and all this stuff. And then the higher authority came down and said, we're not doing that anymore. Remove this. You're not, extorting Heather for money anymore. Like, those days are long gone. It's, go, fuck off basically. And, and they've been here for it. So I'm really not quite sure what's going on any day to day. But I guess I'm all right, so for the most part. So, yeah, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. But, if you guys, I've not limited myself with regards to employment. I feel as though, I deserve to have access to my own money when I need it, when I want it. When I go into Sephora, when I go into Ulta, I look at things. There's really nothing that I could carry around with me, because I can't, the only thing I like there is perfume and like a few hair products, but I already have the small versions of those. I have my Laneige, I have my foundation.
Why do you keep going back in there, spraying yourself a bunch of times? And I'm pretty sure she took some stuff. I will keep a better eye on her tomorrow, or will it be tonight? I don't know. I think by the end of this one, it'll be like halfway. And we're gonna put a cap in it. Yeah, we're already halfway. So after this one, we will tap out and save the rest for tomorrow. Well, she goes live tomorrow. Yeah, see, like, if she goes live tomorrow, there's gonna be even more.
And I have my palette for my eyeshadow. So I try to look and think, what is it that I want?
Sephora gives, like, you guys free birthday stuff?
What is it that I need? And when I go to
I watched this really scary documentary on Netflix about how makeup on Amazon is made in China and it's full of stuff that's gonna kill you. And I was like, holy fuck. So then I always tell my girlfriends to buy makeup from like actual places like Sephora. We don't have Ulta in Canada, but we have Sephora. Um, so then I tell people that all the time now. Don't buy makeup from Amazon, apparently. I wonder if that documentary was a lie. Doesn't really matter. Why risk it?
Places.
You don't want to die. Did you die? You don't want to turn into one of these crazy people either.
And there's really nothing. It's just the vibe and, you know, doing the quality assurance checks that I enjoy. You know, until
No basic.
I get my house, I can't really accumulate, you know, and so that's where we're at with it. But anyways, I'm going to run in and use the restroom. I appreciate everyone who has been helpful thus far. And if someone could please try to check in on Xavier, I'm not quite sure what's going on with him. It's very confusing for me. You know, I definitely cannot
We're supposed to check in on Xavier?
go through these.
Maybe I should reach out to Xavier. I gotta make a Tumblr, and then, is he still on Tumblr? Do you guys ever talk to Xavier? That's how I used to get a hold of him, what was this thing? It was like, Compton Gun Heist? Was that it? Compton Gun Heist? Something fucking cheesy like that.
These circumstances again, it's been just very scary from day to day with regards to where, you know, I'm at. You know, I just can't believe that I am, you know, just in this situation. You know, it's just like a nightmare.
He doesn't have another phone? I just figure he must have some contact with the outside world, because he can now, without anyone trying to take it away from him, as long as he's hiding from Heather Gillespie. And it's my theory that I saw someone else say this. It's like he probably watches her streams to see where she is or something. He came out of that bush real quick, you know? Unless I guess he heard her yelling. Maybe she was echoing or something. But it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. So that he would have to have a device for that, right?
But I don't know. Hopefully, you know, I will find a path sooner than later. And until then, I will continue to, you know, just stay as focused as I can. But they identified someone as a super target. The individual looks like Roland from Schitt's Creek.
Is that the gay one? I don't remember who's who. Uh-oh. Hey, internet. Wait, was my internet going crazy before? I don't know. Roland. Schitt's Creek. What we got? Oh, who the fuck is this? Oh, that's not the gay one. Wait, who looks like this? Who is she talking about? The super target? I don't even know what she means by that.
I think I know him, but he wasn't mean to me.
That's the my good hand guy, right?
Oh, I don't know why they would make him their super target unless he's doing something that I'm not quite sure about, which could be possible. Anyways, all right, you guys have a great.
The voice is super target, I guess.
day.
This is where Xavier tied all of this shit up.
Okay, this is a good one. This one's short. So this is her. She's just like outside at 6 in the morning. This place, and that's Xavier's stuff. Here, I'll take down Drake here,
And
then the sound cuts, but you can still see it. So I kept this in, just so you can see it, I guess. And then it comes back soon, like right nowish.
intermittently. And that bitch is pretending to be Heather so that they could kidnap Weston and put some sort of dollar amount on his head.
It's a crazy theory. And that's also why I think people say that this might be Xavier's mother's apartment building. But I can't say for sure. I don't know. Because she says stuff like that. Like, no one else has the kid. Or maybe they do. I don't know. I don't keep up with the court case because I don't think it's publicized online. Every little thing about it.
So I flew down here at 6 in the morning
And of course, he wasn't where he said he'd be. Isn't it weird that he's only sleeping outside when I'm here?
And what is that thing? A little... Is that a stuffed animal, or is that like a gargoyle? It looks like a stuffed unicorn.
When I'm not here, he seems to always have some place to go, some place to be okay, some way. Isn't that weird? It's fucking weird to me, right?
I swear he's just behind that wall or something. He has to, because he pops out so quick.
I worked every day, 7 out of 7 days of the week. I've had a job since I was 14 years old. I followed all the rules. I fucking paid all the bills.
You didn't follow. You got arrested a few times.
On every fucking thing. But I come to look for Xavier at 6 o'clock in the morning after a terrible night of them fucking with me all night long, and he's nowhere to be found. And then they're saying that he's inside of an apartment building, that he's not even outside unless I'm here, that he's not even crazy unless I'm here, but they won't let me move on. They won't let me find a husband who loves me, who will take me away from this fucking nightmare. I have to go through this shit. He gets to go inside and be loved and treated nicely and cooked for, and that's acceptable. Someone brings him a fucking bag of food from Al's Beef.
It's like Lady and the Tramp, and she thinks she's the lady. But she's the tramp, dude, and Xavier's lady, who is escaping to go be with Tramp. Even though he should probably just stay inside wherever he's at. This is crazy.
A fucking Italian beef and fries, but I have to fucking go fend for myself. Try to fucking find stores that are giving samples of food. I have to keep documenting for the record all this shit that they're fucking crooked ass shit that they're doing within the court system. He can't get in the car with me. He got me pregnant while I was on birth control twice. I didn't get myself pregnant. I didn't ask him to love me or be a part of my life. I didn't ask Dylan.
You kind of did.
To throw me out of my house. I didn't ask any of these corrupt ass officials to ignore the details of the case and steal one of my children. I didn't ask them.
Imagine asking, hey, can you steal my child? Can you just, like, it'd be really beneficial for me. I don't feel like racist. Just steal my kid for me.
Gaslight me. I didn't ask for any of this shit. So where the fuck is Xavier?
There he is. There he is.
Where were you?
Where were you? And then she does this weird one. I don't know if she even talks during this one. I don't think so. He just shows us all her makeup and this weird... It's tooth whitening thing? This tooth whitening thing in your mouth. Weird. And a plant? I don't know. I don't think that's a real plant. But now I wonder because of there's a lot of space right here. I think that's just a fake plant. That's probably styrofoam actually at the bottom there, yeah. Oh, she's drawn on her thing. The sun blocker. All her makeup, so she doesn't need makeup. I wonder if this is like to set it up so when she goes and steals, if she gets caught, she could be like, you guys know that I don't need makeup. I showed you guys all my makeup right before I went in there, because the streams after this, or at least the ones shortly after this, she is like going into the stores and like spraying all the stuff on her and doing all this other crap. A basil plant? A real one? Think it's real? Looks real? Oh, maybe.
6 years ago.
She can't take care of a plant, though. So that was that stream. Useless.
6 years ago, but remains a consistent pattern for these scumbag individuals.
She looks really scary here too. So like we can pick that up here tomorrow in the storage because these ones are actually pretty crazy. She tells some lady off. She says it's some thing, looks like a mix between Xavier and Christine or someone. I can't remember. But a mix between Xavier and someone I can't remember, and I don't even know if I know. If I'm thinking about it. But it just is a person. So yeah, we can do that. We can do that because yeah, it's 3 hours. We're at 3 hours now, so we'll probably do 3 hours tomorrow because there's all the streams you did today too. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you're around tomorrow, then I'll see you then. I appreciate you guys liking my haircut. I did it myself. Like I said, I just shaved it all down to the nub, and it's just been growing back. So I'll eventually have to actually get a cut. I probably have to get a cut already, like a real haircut. But I'm lazy, so I don't know when that'll be. I fixed the camera there. Isn't that good? There was one Feral Friday. I didn't have my camera on. That must have been scary. Actually, I think there was two. Got a Feral Saturday and a Feral Friday. So we got that fixed. All right, guys. Good night. I will see you tomorrow. If she goes live again, I'll try to snipe her. If I'm around, I'll probably be around. If Loco Coco's live, then I might not. I might just be like, go to Loco Coco's live. But if she's not around and I am around, then I'll give a place for you guys to comment since she has comments off all the time. Toodles, toodle-oodles, toodle-oodles.